Well, I'm going to tell you, in the last 5 or 6 days, we've been buried with phone calls. Everyone wants to know if we're going to be showing the Gloversville-Johnstown football game or the Johnstown-Gloversville football game, whichever you want to call it. Of course we are. It's coming up next on W49BA Television, your hometown TV station. I'd like to thank Aaron Mraz and David Berger for doing a great job with announcing, and also Jerry Goslin for great camera work. Tonight it's Gloversville versus Johnstown, brought to you by Gloversville Federal Savings of Gloversville, CJ's Electrical Supply of Gloversville, and Auto World of Johnstown. We'll be back with our game after these messages. The following commercial is a paid advertisement and in no way constitutes a belief by CMS Broadcasting or any of its employees that Christmas is coming or should come any faster this year. But on the other hand, it will be here before you know it. So you'd better stop into CJ's Electrical Supply just to be safe.
It's almost... Again, I think we got away from the feeling down of the national anthem. Then, unfortunately, the Gulf War, but I think people all of a sudden, when you see a national anthem played at a sporting contest, they certainly stand up and take notice today.
Well, prior years, people weren't quite as, didn't quite recognize the national anthem before, but as you said, Howard, that truly is the common fiber of our entire nation, and we should not only respect it, but also live it every day.
Absolutely right, and of course, in the corner, we have two beautiful trophies, MVP for Johnstown, MVP for Gloversville by Adirondack Trophies Incorporated. Frank DeMarco, Jimmy from Mayfield.
Very, very fine trophies. We have them right here in the back of the booth, and they are beautiful. One goes to the outstanding player for Johnstown, and the other goes for the outstanding player for Gloversville. And they are beauties, and they'll be things to be treasured for a lifetime.
And they'll be given, I believe, at the conclusion of the game. And, of course, they're provided by WIZR and WSRD, your sports leader in upstate New York. And right now we have we're introducing Gloversville, and Adamstown is almost over. We're going to have to pay some bills here, so it's Howie Dingman, Jimmy Townsley, and Don Baguetta and Don Lamano on WIZR 930 AM and WSRD FM 105. Your sports leader in upstate New York. We're going to step off for this 2-minute timeout.
And what a coincidence this is, my neighbor, Gloria Clackley.
Culligan Man, Jimmy.
Culligan Man.
Drinking water, the secret to financial success.
4 years. Number 22, senior starter at defensive tackle before he was injured, Dave Hine. Number 51, senior starter at defensive tackle, Mike Straight. Number 40, senior defensive back and slot back, Jack Warwick. Number 64, senior starter, offensive guard, Tim Hedrick. Number 66, senior defensive nose tackle, John Dingman. Number 72, senior starter at defensive tackle, offensive tackle, Mark Van Valkenburg. At 76, senior starter at offensive tackle, Brett Bartholomew. Number 84, senior starter at cornerback and split end, Tim Corbett. Number 86, senior starter at cornerback and split end, Mark Wilson. Number 89, senior starter at defensive end, Chad McLean. Number 12, senior captain, starter at inside linebacker and slot back, Bob Abdella. Number 23, senior captain, starter at free safety and slot back, Dan Ruggieri. And number 56, senior captain, starter at inside linebacker and center, Hans List. And the rest of the Johnstown High School Serville under head coach Barry Clausen.
I'll tell you something else, Joey. When I walked in there, this is where I was from, and they said, you guys are outstanding. We listen to you all the time. And I'll tell you what, great place to go and shop, Joey. And, Joey, where are you going to be taking that sub? Remind the people. All right, Joey, we're going to get back to you later. Right now we got the coin flip, so kick back, relax the head of that big old St. Jude for me. Howie Digman along with Jimmy Townsley on WIZR and WSRD as we are at the coin flip in the middle of Knox Field right now. That is who's the captain, Jimmy?
Chad Vaughn for Gloversville, Joel Giuliano for Gloversville, and Aaron Ligon for Gloversville. For Johnstown, Bobby Abdallah, Hans Litz, and Danny Ruggieri. And a little aside, you were looking back there, Howie, and you missed the first coin toss. Not saying anything about field condition, but the first coin toss stuck in the dirt, perpendicular. Okay. So they had to have a second coin toss there. And I do believe Gloversville won the toss.
And we'll receive, and we have the combined. Glovers had Joni Calvin there. And also we'd like to thank those three young ladies who are as fine young ladies as anybody ever had. I know Mrs. Slingerland, Mr. and Mrs. Harris, and Mr. and Mrs. Orr,
and Grandma Shelley.
You can certainly be proud of those young ladies. I think anybody would be proud to call them their daughters, Jimmy.
Oh, you bet. And we're just getting ready for the kickoff, Howie, and looking around the field here on the near side, our side, as we look down from the press box, there's a chain link fence, and between the chain link fence and the bleachers, it's almost jam-packed solid with people. The bleachers on this side are jam-packed solid. And looking across the way, the bleachers are packed, and the hill is packed. Looks like at least 4 deep over there. Teeny Bopper Hill is well occupied, and we are ready to go. Johnstown kicking off from left to right, south to north. First quarter action.
All right, throw another log in the fire, kick back, relax. Here it comes. Tucker Slingerland drives the ball down, scribbling in the middle of the field. Picked up, looks like, by number 42 for Gloversville. He's still on his feet. He's taken down about the 40-yard line.
That's Aaron Ligon, Howard. Aaron Ligon.
Okay, you got your paper back there, T, somewhere? Our cheat sheet we got? All right, Gloversville's going to put it in 1st and 10 right now, and that was number 42, Aaron Ligon. Made a great run back. Did not catch the Johnstown individual who did the tackling, but in the backfield for Gloversville. Looks like they're coming out no huddle, Jimmy, and we'll see what they come out in. Looks like they're in the run and shoot right now with 2 slot backs and 2 wideouts. Chad Vaughn's the quarterback. The lone setback is number 34, Bobby McAleese. Giuliano in motion to the left side. Vaughn rolls straight back. Plenty of time. Passing across the middle. Hits Ronnie Allen. Allen's taken down by Ruggieri at the 47-yard line of Johnstown. 1st and 10, Gloversville.
Johnstown was in a 4-3 defense with a strong safety that time, Howie. And Gloversville came out in the run and shoot, no huddle. And the pass was to Ronnie Allen, just hooking over the middle for about a 10, 11, 12-yard gain, 1st and 10.
All right, Gloversville brings it back up now. Ligon's in motion from the left slot back. Runs a tracer, coming back this way now. Vaughn calling signals. And now, all of a sudden, Ligon sets, goes back to the right side. Vaughn, straight drop back, plenty of time. Looking to get the ball off for Giuliano. Incomplete pass will bring up 2nd and 10 for Gloversville.
A lot of motion there going back and forth. Aaron Ligon, he ended up going right, and Vaughn took the snap, rolled to the right, and threw into the right flat, intended for Joel Giuliano. Incomplete, going to bring up 2nd and 10.
All right, Mr. Matt DeMaio and his daughter in the booth with us. She looks good in her maroon and white. Jimmy, be true to your school. All right, Vaughn, it's got the counter play to Giuliano. Giuliano breaks it across. Giuliano still on his feet at the 35-yard line of the Servils, where he's brought down by number 12, B.A., and number 84, Corbett. 1st and 10 for the Huskies.
Giuliano, the right slot back, came back on the counter play to the left, and he got a 1st and 10 for the Gloversville Huskies. Giuliano, I've seen him run that counter play several times. He's a strong runner.
All right, we've got Giuliano in motion, runs a tracer, comes set now in the run and shoot, Gloversville. Straight drop back now by Vaughn, plenty of time. Vaughn gets to the outside. Vaughn's to the outside. Vaughn pass looking for Giuliano. Hits Giuliano. Giuliano is going to be taken down at about the 14-yard line of the Servils by number 85, Nicky Elia. 1st and 10 for the Huskies.
Chad Vaughn had plenty of time that time. There was no pressure on him. He rolled to the right, and he was given hand directions telling the receivers where to go. and he found Giuliano about the 20, and he took it down another 5, 6, 7 yards. 1st and 10, Gloversville.
Gloversville comes out in the run and shoot. We have Giuliano in motion on the left side, and it's the tracer. He's coming on back now, and Giuliano comes set. Vaughn calling signals for Gloversville. Counter play to Lagan, plenty of room. Lagan hurdles over a tackle. Lagan takes it in. Touchdown, Gloversville High School, and Aaron Lagan. Gloversville draws first blood with 10:37 left in the first period. A great drive by the Gloversville Huskies, and Jimmy's writing things down. We're going to keep it right here in my mouth right now, and Gloversville looks like they're running over the lonesome polecat. Lagan is going to be the guy who's going to be the place kicker for Gloversville. And Jimmy?
That was the counter play that Giuliano ran to the left. Aaron Lagan ran it to the right, leaped over tacklers, and into the end zone. We'll call it a 16-yard touchdown run. Aaron Lagan, point after.
All right, Lagan ready for the point after. We'll get the holder's name. The kick is up, and it is good. Chad Vaughn was the holder with 10:37 left in the first period. Gloversville 7, Johnstown nothing. Howie Dingman, Jimmy Townsley, WIZR, 9:30 a.m., WSRD FM 105, your sports leader in upstate New York. We're going to step off for this 60-second timeout.
Give me dirty looks on
D&H. Huh? D&H. That's right.
D&H Oil Company can install your new boiler or furnace in only one day. So if you've had a problem with your boiler or furnace in the past, it's time to do it now. Why not let the professionals at D&H Oil Company do it for you right away? Just call them at 661-5612. Remember that name, D&H Oil Company in Mayfield. For furnaces, humidifiers, electronic air cleaners, whatever your need, you can count on D&H Oil Company Incorporated, Route 30 Mayfield, home of premium diesel and brand name gasoline, and of course heating oil. D&H Oil Company. With your experience when it comes to all
Howie Dingman and Jimmy Townsley back at Knox Field, where Chad Vaughn's ready to kick off. Squibs the kick, and Snicky Elia falling down at about the 31-yard line on it, making sure he had the ball. Jimmy, 1st and 10 for the Surville offense.
Gloversville looked very, very fine on their opening possession. Let's see if the Survilles can look equally as good. We don't know what's going to happen here. It's an unknown, but we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Johnstown ball on their own 31-yard line, going left to right.
All right, Survilles will come out probably in that patented run and shoot. They do. Corbett to the right side. Markey Wilson to the left side. Slot backs are Abdella and Ruggieri. Junior quarterback Rich Willard calling signals. Ruggieri's in motion to the right side. Willard rolls right. Under pressure from the backside. Willard tucks it up. Willard gets to about the 33-yard line, where he's going to be taken down by number 81, Joe Giuliano. It'll be up 2nd and about 9 for the Bills.
Gloversville in a very, very unusual defense, Howie. They had one down lineman, and everybody else was standing up. They had 3 men on the line of scrimmage and about 4 or 5 linebackers in there, and the rest were secondary. They defensed that very well. Rich Willard did scramble after pressure, and he gained a yard. 2nd and 9.
All right, again, it looks like we have Samick out to the left, Corbett out to the right, Willard calling signals. Ruggieri's in motion to the right side. Hand off to Fielding, straight up the middle. He's taken down by Giuliano again. We're going to call it a gain of approximately 3 yards. We'll bring up 3rd and about 6 for the Bills.
Running play over the left side, gained about 4 or 5 yards. Fielding was the ball carrier, and the quarterback, Rich Willard, just took the snap and rammed it into his gut, and he got about 4 or 5 yards. Going to bring up 3rd, and we'll call it 6.
We have 9:16 left in the first period. Gloversville with a 7-0 lead. Survilles come out with trips to the right. Markey Wilson, lone receiver out to the left. Willard, straight drop back, plenty of time. Willard comes under pressure now. He's going to be taken down by number 73, Lauren Baker, and number 34, Bobby McAleese, and number 77, Tim Page. A loss of about 10 yards probably, Jimmy. 3rd and 14.
3rd and long. Great. Fourth and long. Great pressure on Rich Willard that time, and he didn't have time to even see receivers, let alone get that ball out of the way. Big loss.
Back snap to Tucker Slingerland. A great punt by Slingerland. Looks to me like number 24, that's for Gloversville, takes it away. And number 24 is Lauren Cole. He's taken down immediately by Markey Wilson at about the Gloversville 44, 45-yard line, where the Huskies will be 1st and 10.
Second possession, Gloversville. First possession, they went all the way. Johnstown did not counter. Gloversville second possession, and they'll be eager to get in that end zone again. Sir Bill's equally eager to stop him.
All right, Gloversville comes out. Looks like they're in the run and shoot again, Jimmy, and they've got Weber out to the right side. Ronnie Allen out to the left side to slot back to Giuliano. And Ligon, the tracer again for number 81. He comes and sets right still again, Jimmy, and we're in this patented run and shoot. Going to be the ball on the ground as they look for the counter play, and the Servilles recover. Looks like the handoff was missed, and coming up with a football, number 85 or 89 was either McLean or Nicky Lai. Jim, you call it.
They were both in the area. I thought I saw 85, Nicky Lai on it. Could have been, doesn't make much difference for Johnstown because they got the ball. That's the big thing. Little mix-up, and it looked like Aaron Ligon lost his footing there going to the right on the counter play on which he scored. And it's going to be Bill's ball, 1st and 10 on the Gloversville 44.
All right, Bobby Abdallah running the tracer in motion again himself. And Willard, straight drop back, quick drop back pass, looking over for Marky Wilson. It will be an incomplete pass. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Servilles.
Rich Willard looking to go left to Marky Wilson, and he just underthrew the ball by about 2 or 3 feet. The ball bounced, and we both know that that doesn't count. Only in cricket.
You're absolutely right, Jimmy. And Gloversville's got, looks like the big boys up front, Jimmy, really put some pressure on Rich Willard in the first series of downs. And Johnstown obviously going to have to counter that. We have Corbett coming out to the right side. Coming out to the left side is Tamick. The slot backs are Abdallah and Ruggieri. Bobby Abdallah's in motion to the left side. He brings up the tracer play again. Coming back over to the right side now. Willard rolling left. Under pressure. Willard scrambling out. Looks for the pass to Abdallah. Hits Bobby Abdallah. Abdallah's taken down at about the 41-yard line. Going to be a gain of 3, and that was number 24, Lauren. Is that Cole, I believe, Jimmy? Lauren Cole.
He's only a sophomore, Howie. Lauren Cole. Bobby Abdallah, the pass receiver, and he was stuck after about a 3-yard gain, and I see he's coming up hobbling a little bit on that bad ankle.
Absolutely right, Jimmy, and he was hit really, really hard. And Lauren Cole, for, as you said, a sophomore, he popped him, Jimmy, and you're right. And the first thing we're noticing, Bobby Abdallah is limping pretty good right now, Jimmy, it looks like. We have Corbett out to the right side. The left side, we have Marky Wilson. Straight drop back by Rich Willard. Plenty of time. Pass across the middle. Incomplete. It'll bring up 4th and about 7 for the Servilles at about the 40-yard line of Gloversville.
Danny Ruggieri curled and stopped and found a big open spot about 7-8 yards over the center, and the ball was there, and it looked like he lost his footing a little bit, Howie, and the ball into his hands and out. Incomplete. 4th and long.
All right, Tucker Slingerland punting back is Lauren Cole for Gloversville. Slingerland end over end punt. Great roll, and it's still rolling. It's going to be stopped at about the 10-yard line where the Gloversville Huskies will have a 1st and 10, 6:53 in the first period. Johnstown, nothing. Gloversville, 7, Jimmy.
That was a nice punt, rolled dead by Tucker just inside the 10-yard line, and it looks like the nose of the ball is right at the 10. And Gloversville is going to be going right to left here in the first quarter, leading 7-0. They got a long field, 90 yards away from pay dirt, and they're looking into that sun.
All right, Jimmy, and let's see what we've got. We've got number 22 for Gloversville going out wide, and 22 is Jared Roberts out wide right. Out wide left is number 11 Weber, and in the backfield the lone setback is McAleese. Ligon, Giuliano, the slots, handoff to McAleese, running hard up the middle. Kirk Dunlap drills him at about the 14-yard line. Going to call it a gain of 4. It'll bring up about 2nd and 6 for Gloversville. Okay.
Didn't see that, Howard.
You didn't see that? Okay, Jimmy, you should have faked it. We've done that before, haven't we?
They got that eye in the sky up there, Howard.
Gloversville coming out again in the run and shoot. And we've got Ligon, and now we got twins to the left, Jimmy, as they bring him on in, and all of a sudden Giuliano's going out to the left side. Is that Tripp's left tee?
That's Tripp's left. They call that the triangle for me.
All right, and straight drop back by Vaughn, going deep for number 81, Giuliano. Incomplete pass. It'll bring up 2nd and about 5 for Gloversville. Danny Ruggieri back on the coverage.
That's Tripp's left, but none of them wide, Howie. And I was told that they call that the triangle formation, and they try to create some confusion on defensive coverage there, where they go this way and that way. You call it a Chinese fire drill, and that's what happened. And Joel Giuliano ended up about the 50-yard line, and the ball, unfortunately for Gloversville, ended up on about the Johnstown 45. A little overthrown.
All right, come on again. Looks like we have Ronnie Allen out to the left. Don't see us out to the right. Ligon's in motion to the right side. Brings up effectively. Now they have Trips out to the right. Vaughn, straight drop back. Plenty of time. Vaughn passing over here to Allen. And Allen breaks it. Allen is taken down by number 23, Danny Ruggieri, at the 25-yard line. First and 10 for the Huskies.
Little wide receiver screen action there to Ronnie Allen. He caught the ball, and a couple of big linemen lumbered up in front of him, and Ronnie advanced behind them, and he got the first down for Gloversville. First down, Gloversville, going right to left here in the first quarter on about the, looks like 26-yard line. They're on 26.
All right, we got Vaughn calling signals for Gloversville. The slot backs are Ligon and Giuliano, and we have number 11, Weber, all the way out to the right. Out to the left, number 12, Ronnie Allen. We have Ligon in motion to the right side. Now they have trips to the right, Gloversville. Straight drop back by Vaughn. Hands it off to McAleese. McAleese breaks it. McAleese is taken down. He's tripped up, I believe, by number 56, Hans Litz, and he's taken down at about the 37-yard line. First and 10 for the Huskies.
Bobby McAleese on a little draw play was running hard. He had those knees high and feet churning. He was really, really going. Okay, it's going to bring up a first and 10 for Gloversville.
I think that's a 2 for Lauren Cole instead of a 3 for McAleese, Jimmy. As we have
That's Lauren Cole, a sophomore.
in motion to the right is Ligon. Ligon is back out there. Vaughn passing across the middle, and no good. Incomplete pass. They said it hit the ground. It'll bring up second and 10 for the Huskies from their own 37-yard line.
Weber was pleading for that one, but I guess the referee was closer than we were. Looked awfully close, and the official said the ball hit the ground first. Incomplete. Second and 10.
All right, that is definitely 24. Lauren Cole is the lone setback, Jimmy. We have Ligon and Giuliano as the slot backs. We have Baker, Allen out here to the left. And now we have trips to the right as Ligon goes to the right side. And Vaughn, straight drop back. Looking over here, looks like for Ron Allen. Pass comes back across the middle. Here's Giuliano. Giuliano's going to be taken down at about the 47, 48-yard line, very close to a first down, T.
Well, the slot position, he curled over the middle. Vaughn found him, and he's awfully close to the first down now.
Boy, I'll tell you, the spot they're making right now, Jimmy, I think they're going to have to measure it. I thought he was up a little farther, personally.
Well, they are bringing the chains out. The officials have called a timeout, and we'll wait until they stretch it, and we'll let them make the call.
Jimmy, number 81, Joe Giuliano, just limped off to the sidelines right now, and I see him talking to Gloversville coaches, and I didn't see the measurement, Jimmy. First and 10 for the Huskies. Look at Giuliano hobbling off, Jimmy, and I don't see one in for him, but he's a big, big performer for them. Looks like they're going to have tape up, maybe an ankle, huh?
Well, we'll take a check. I'll keep my eye on him on the bench, but it does look like they're going to take the shoe off and retape.
All right, Gloversville going into the huddle this time at their own 47-yard line. 4:38 left in the first period. Gloversville is up 7-0. And right now they come out, Jimmy, in the run and shoot, and that's Anthony Landreau in the right slot right now. Ligon in motion, running the tracer, coming back here. Weber all the way out to the right side. It's like Ronnie Allen on the left side. Ligon in motion now to the right side. Straight drop back by Vaughn. Great protection by the Gloversville line. Mark Van Valkenburg chasing him down, and Kirk Dunlap, and I believe that was Dunlap and Mark Van Valkenburg who drilled him, Jimmy, and looks like close to no gain or maybe a yard. We'll call second and 9 for the Huskies.
Chad Vaughn scrambled on that play, and as you called it, he was nailed by Mark Van Valkenburg, the Honey Bear, and also by Piedmont. Kirk Dunlap going to bring up second. No gain, they call it, so we'll call it second and 10.
All right, Anthony Landreau is the right slot. The left slot is Ligon. Weber all the way out to the right. Ronnie Allen to the left. Lauren Cole is a lone setback, and we have Ligon. Awful lot of motion going on right now with Gloversville, Jimmy.
A lot of motion, and they end up in a set position, Howie.
All right, Vaughn rolls out, looking here for number 42, Ligon. Hits him. Ligon is taken down at the 39-yard line of Johnstown by Corbett and Ruggieri. First and 10 for the Huskies.
Aaron Ligon from his slot position came to the left sideline. The ball was right on the money by Chad Vaughn. They're going to move the sticks again, Howie. First and 10, no huddle by Gloversville.
All right, and Chad Vaughn brings him out again very quickly. And it looks to me like Gloversville's looking at a wristband, Jimmy, where they might have some plays on him. I've seen most of the players looking.
They probably have him sequenced, and he's probably calling a number, and everybody knows what play that is.
Hand off to Lauren Cole. Breaks it up across the middle. Cole is deep into Johnstown territory at about the 24-yard line. Taken down by McLean and Kirk Dunlap and Nicky Alaya and Marky Wilson. First and 10 for the Huskies.
Huge gaping hole opened by center Dan Kraszewski, Pat Carver, and Ben Deere up front for Gloversville. And the sophomore Lauren Cole just found daylight, and he rambled. First and 10, Gloversville.
All right, Vaughn brings him out again, and I'm looking. Anthony Landreau still is one of the slot backs, and now in motion with a tracer play. Weber out to the right side. Ronnie Allen the left side. Cole is the lone setback. Vaughn takes the counter play, goes around to the right side now. Vaughn's going to tuck it under. He's at the 20. Vaughn is down inside, I believe, the 10-yard line, Jimmy, where he's chased out of bounds. First and goal for the Huskies.
was a quarterback keeper off the counter fake. The fake to the counter to Landriel coming to the left, and Vaughn just kept going to the right. And we have a tough angle on the sideline over there, but he carried that ball down there quite a ways until he was driven out of bounds, I think, by number 86, Marky Wilson. And they're dropping the chains here, so it's 1st and goal, Gloversville, inside the 10.
All right, and I just saw Roberts come in along with Bobby McAleese for Gloversville, where clock is running. We're at 2:52 in the first period, and 1st and goal, and they're coming up.
High formation, Howie. They run into that when they get into that hot zone or the red zone.
Hand off to Ligon. Ligon is met by, I see Chad McLean right at the line of scrimmage. Effectively no gain. Will be second and about 9 for the Huskies.
Gloversville likes to get into that high formation with the unbalanced line there inside the hot zone, inside the 20. And Aaron Ligon behind the blocking of Bobby McAleese. That's a very, very good running attack. Up to date. We'll see how the Bills handle it.
All right, looking out there, Jimmy, I don't see Bobby Abdallah in the lineup at all for the Sir Bills right now.
I don't either. I don't see the number 12. Howie?
Out in the run and shoot, Gloversville again, and we have Giuliano in motion, running tracer, going back now, and Giuliano's limping pretty good out there, Jimmy.
They taped him up on the sideline, and he's limping. We'll see what
all right, we'll see what the call is. I don't know what they're doing. Who's got... Howie Dingman, Jimmy Townsley, WIZR and WSRD, your sports leader in upstate New York, will step off for the 60-second timeout. Dingman and Jimmy Townsley back at Knox Field, where Gloversville Jimmy is knocking at the doors. They come out here now. They're in the run and shoot. Landreau in motion to the left side. And Chad Vaughn rolling left. Vaughn under pressure. And it's a great catch by number 12, Ronnie Allen. Touchdown, Gloversville Huskies. What a great catch, Jimmy.
Oh, it certainly was. Ronnie Allen was the wideout on that, and all the motion in, but Gloversville ended up with 3 receivers to the left on a flood pattern. Chad Vaughn put the ball right on the money to Ronnie Allen in the left corner of the end zone, and Ronnie Allen made a nice catch, and that makes Gloversville 13 and Johnstown nothing.
All right, T. And let's see, we got Gloversville coming out, and Aaron Ligon is kicking. I think Aaron Ligon does everything but windows, Jimmy.
He was punting earlier in the year. I don't know if he still is or not. Maybe we'll see.
All right, and we're going to have Chad Vaughn going to be the holder. Snap is back down, kick is up, and good. Gloversville, no good. Oh, my goodness, Jimmy. Boy, I tell you, it was off to the left. My eyes have gone. I guess old age gets you sooner or later. And, Ronnie, we're going to keep her right here. And I'll tell you what, Ronnie, we'll kick this one up here for you. And great football game so far. This is Ronnie Alinsky.
It's great to be here, Howie. It's my first Gloversville-Johnstown game in all the years I've lived here, and really great. These kids are playing great, and I'm impressed with the crowd here today. Standing room only, great crowd. They're on the mounds and the hills around here. Just a great day for football. You couldn't ask for anything better.
Teeny Bopper Hill is well occupied.
Oh, yeah.
Teeny Bopper Hill.
17 deep.
Matt DeMaio and
your daughter
with us.
Yeah. A lot of school spirit here on both sides today, Howie, and what a day for football.
You know what they should have blared out when people came in, be true to your school, the song, Ronnie, because I think that's what you have to be. And we see Matt DeMaio's daughter wearing the maroon and white, and somewhere on my body there's got to be, and he is too. And
maroon and white, right?
Somewhere on my body there's probably some purple and gold.
Well, you're outfitted from Argus Singers. You got your clothes on today.
You're absolutely right, Ronnie. No question about that. And I'll tell you what, I've got long johns. Start out with a layer of fat, then we go to long johns.
Okay, we'll send it back to you, Howie. We're about ready to kick off.
The little guy here.
Chad Vaughn's kicking off, Howie.
All right, Vaughn kicking off. Gets a nice kickoff. Bob Abdallah is back. Takes it to 20. That's the 25. Bob Abdallah's making a move. Abdallah still breaks it. I'll tell you what, Jimmy. He's to the outside. He's at the 50. He's at the 40 of Gloversville. Bob Abdallah is going to be taken down at the 30-yard line of Gloversville. And I'll tell you what, Jimmy, if that kid's 180 pounds, he's got 175 pounds of heart in his body.
I agree with you there, but that run, Howie, was 95% guts and 5% talent. Bobby Abdallah, hampered all week by a bad ankle, took that ball in about the 15-yard line and brings it all the way to the Gloversville 30, and he was hobbling and hopping and everything else, but by golly, he did it. 90% guts and 10% talent.
No question about it, Jimmy. If he'd had a healthy set of wheels on him, BA would have been for 6 points. All right, we're in the I formation right now, Johnstown, Jimmy, and Danny Ruggieri's the deep back. In motion, the right side goes BA, Bobby Abdallah. Willard rolling out, passes to Ruggieri. Ruggieri's at the 30, and he's taken down at about the 28-yard line by number 9, Chad Vaughn. What a great tackle by Chad Vaughn, Jimmy. Let's see what we get a gain of approximately maybe a yard, Jimmy. 2nd and 9 for the Bills.
It was well defensed by Gloversville. Danny Ruggieri from the tailback went in motion to the left, and quarterback Rich Willard hit him. just a nice play on the part of Gloversville. Chad Vaughn doesn't play defense all the time, but Johnstown-Gloversville game, he was in there, and he made it dandy.
Certainly did, and Johnstown comes out in the I formation again, and B.A. Bob Abdallah is the deep back. Ruggieri is in motion going to the right side. The up back is number 32, fielding, and handoff to Ruggieri. Weber sticks him at after about a 2-yard gain. We're going to call it third and about 7 for Johnstown.
From the tail end of the eye, Bobby Abdallah carried the ball over left tackle, gain of about a yard. Maybe, well, it looks like it's about a yard and a half. We'll call it 2-yard gain. Going to bring up 3rd and 8, Howie.
All right, and Sir Bill's coming out now. Jimmy obviously going to answer the bell right here with a kickoff return, put the high octane back in the tank. Sir Bill's come out in the standard run and shoot. And they aren't in the standard run and shoot, Jimmy, because they got a tight end, don't they?
Tight end and a wing on the
Willard rolls right, passing, looking for number 84, which is Corbett. Corbett, 1st and 10, knocked out of bounds by Cole and number 12, Ronnie Allen, at about the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bills.
Change up in formation for the Bills. They had a tight end and a tight wing, and the tight end was Timmy Corbett, and there was a little crossing pattern there. He ended up on the outside, and the wing back went inside, and Rich Willard put the ball right on the money. 1st and 10, Johnstown.
Jimmy, that's got to be the run and shoe, right? You forget the T on the end of it?
I don't know what they call that, Howie, but it was a nice pass play, nice pass, nice reception. He had good time the whole bit.
End of 1 quarter. Gloversville 13, Johnstown nothing. Howie Dingman, Jimmy Townsley, Ronnie Linsky, Matt DeMaio on WIZR and WSRD FM 105. Your sports leader in upstate New York. I'm going to step off for the 60-second timeout.
Pattern again. 31.
Markdown prices on kidswear in their Gloversville store. Target
73, Baker, right?
Still in the Pyramid Mall in Johnstown.
Sir Bill. Howie Digman and Jimmy Townsley back here to Sir Bill's at 1st and 10, the 15-yard line. Willard dropping straight back. Lauren Baker drills him for about a 17-yard loss, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 17 for the Bills. Jimmy, this is definitely a Chinese fire drill here. We got 5 Sir Bills on the left, 2 on the right, 3 on the line, and Rich Willard is straight back there. Willard here, Willard rolling left, Willard going to Ruggieri, Ruggieri putting a move on. Ruggieri is going to be ripped, he's still on his feet driving. Weber takes him down finally along with 42 Ligon, and we're going to have a gain of maybe 3-4 yards on the play, about 2 yards on the play, Jimmy. It'll bring up 3rd and 14 for the Bills.
I don't know what to call that formation, Howie. If it comes up again, we'll call it chicanery. But the Bills were spread all over the place, and Rich Willard did complete the pass to Danny Ruggieri, and it took a host. It took a host of Gloversville Huskies to bring him down.
All right, again, we have chicanery as we have 5 Sir Bills to the left, 3 on the line, 2 all the way over the right, and Rich Willard all alone. Willard, straight back to Willard. Willard with plenty of time, going in the end zone, looking for Marky Wilson. Incomplete pass off of Marky Wilson's hands. It'll bring up 4th and about 14 for the Sir Bills.
That was the chicanery formation again, Howie. That's a variation of the lonesome polecat in that they bring 2 offensive linemen on either side of the center to slow up any direct rush. And we'll continue calling it chicanery, but that was a nice long pass into the end zone and just off the fingertips of Marky Wilson, who naturally claimed that he was interfered with, and there was some contact.
All right, here comes chicanery again as we have 5 Bills to the left, 3 up in the center, 2 over to the right. Rich Willard is all back there by himself. Willard, he's under pressure now, looking in the end zone, looking for Ruggieri. Ruggieri is knocked down, and I don't believe they're going to call anything there. Incidental contact, said the ball was out of the end zone. Turn the stakes around. 1st and 10 for Gloversville at their own 20-yard line.
That was chicanery again, and the ball was thrown by Rich Willard, and it was actually intercepted by Anthony Landrio, but he was out of the back of the end zone, so the ball is going to come back to the original line of scrimmage, turn it around. Gloversville ball going left to right here in the 2nd quarter, leading 13-0.
All right, T, we got a Chinese fire drill with all the cords we got here right now as we're going live over the Gloversville educational station, Channel 20, and next Thursday, on the 12th Thursday night at 7 o'clock, people will be able to tune in and hear us. We have Weber out to the right, all the way out to the left is Ronnie Allen. The slot back looks like Landreau and Aaron Ligon. That's Anthony Landreau, and I can't tell if that's Cole or McAleese in the backfield. Handoff to Cole, I believe it is. Cole breaks it through to about the 26-yard line, where he's taken down by number 14, Kirk Dunlap, and that will bring up 2nd and about 2 for Gloversville.
Once again, real nice blocking up front by the guards Carver and Deere and the center Krzyzewski, and the ball was handed off to Lauren Cole, and he gets 8 yards on a little dive play up the middle.
All right, Jimmy, and Jason Weber try to get some first names here for us. Anthony Landreau's in motion, run the trace. They're in a patented run and shoot. Chad Vaughn calling signals for Gloversville. Looks like he fakes the counter play. We got a flag in the backfield. Vaughn tucks it under. Vaughn's at the 30. Vaughn's at the 40. Vaughn's at the 45. He's taken out of bounds by number 23, Danny Ruggieri at midfield. And I believe, Jimmy, there's going to be a motion call or a clipping. I didn't see what he called.
I believe it's a motion call, Howie. I believe one of the motion backs turned upfield too quick. And when you do that, well, that's a procedure call, and that's exactly what the referee's doing. It's a traveling call in basketball, but it's a procedure call in football.
Okay, and we have 9:31 left in the first half. It is Gloversville 13, Johnstown nothing. I want to remind you, this is Howie Dingman along my sidekick Jimmy Townsley on WIZR, the mighty 930 AM, and WSRD FM 105, your sports leader in upstate New York. And behind us we have the big O, Ronnie Alinsky.
My toes are getting a little cold there, Howie. We got to get some carpeting in this booth.
Although there was a penalty on that, Chad Vaughn made a super run. They faked they run that play before. They faked the counter. Chad Vaughn kept it, and he got about a 30-yard gain knocked out of bounds at midfield, but the whole thing was negated, Howie.
Okay, Jimmy, well said. We have Jared Roberts all the way out to the right. Ronnie Allen to the left. Lagan in motion the right side. He sets now. We have trips to the right for Gloversville. Vaughn calling signals. Hands off to Lauren Cole. Cole is at the 25. Cole is at the 30-yard line. Still on his feet. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. He's at the 40 of his own Johnstown. Cuts it back into midfield. He's at the 25. He's still cutting it back in. And he's taken down at about the 14-yard line by number 86, Marky Wilson.
Holy cow, Howie. That's about a 58, 60-yard run. Just figured it up very quickly off a little counter play. Lauren Cole, the tailback, took a step to the right and then took the ball going back to his left behind a couple of those big Gloversville blockers, and I thought he was stopped 2, 3, 4 times, and I won't even try to say where he went on the field, but he ended up on the 15-yard line at Johnstown.
All right, Jimmy, good call. And now Gloversville looks like they're going to come out in the I formation, Jimmy, and we have a slot back right and a wide out all the way out to the right. The deep back is number 42, Lagan. Lagan breaks it across the line of scrimmage. Power running. Aaron Lagan taken down by 85, Nikki Alaya, and a host of other Sir Bills. I see Ruggieri in there. We'll see a gain of probably about 5 yards. They'll bring up second and a gain of 8, Jimmy. 2nd and 2 for Gloversville.
Aaron Lagan is a load back there. Watch the offensive formation. They get into an I formation with an unbalanced line and with a slot. They have 3 linemen down, a wide out, and a slot back in there. And the Johnstown defense is going to have to play that tougher than they did on that one. It's going to bring up a second of about 3, how it looks like.
All right. Takes the handoff. Vaughn, he's rolling left, sets that pass, incomplete pass, and we've got a flag down there, Jimmy. It looks to me like it would be an area where there's going to be pass interference called.
I don't know what the call is. There was a flag thrown into an area where there weren't many people. Offensive pass interference. Good call, Howie.
Jimmy, is that penalty and loss of down?
We'll have to wait and see.
Oh, T, I'm disappointed in you now, T. I figured you'd go one way or the other. It's 50-50 chance of being right.
No, I think they get the down over.
All right, we'll see. And, boy, he's lost it down, and he's really marching back, Jimmy.
Play, 15 yards and lost it down.
No question about that, Jimmy. And it looks like they're going to be at about the 23-yard line, which will bring up 3rd and about 18 yards. And I know one thing, Jimmy, this is like being in downtown Honolulu at the whatever the bowl they have over there.
That's the Aloha Bowl, Howie.
Aloha to you too, brother. Okay. We have Lagan going to the right side now. Effectively brings up trips to the right. Vaughn rolling right. Plenty of time. Vaughn looks like he's going to tuck it in. Passes instead. Incomplete pass. Good pass defense by little Marky Wilson. Ball is intended to number 11, Weber.
He curled over the right side, went down to the right side and curled over the middle, and Marky Wilson got a hand on the ball without interfering. So that was a beautiful play by Marky Wilson. And what is Marky Wilson? He claims 174, but what did Bobby Abdullah say?
He's 150 pounds on a great day.
15, didn't he say?
15. 150 with a real big box of rocks in his pockets. No question about that. Gloversville comes out, Jimmy, and looks to me like they're going to end up with trips right this way, like the triangle you called it. And the lone setback probably has 24, Lauren Cole. Vaughn, straight drop back, under pressure now. going into the corner with it for Ron Allen. Touchdown, Gloversville High School. Going to Ronnie Allen. Looks like about a 28-yard touchdown pass with 8:05 left in the first half. Gloversville 19, Johnstown nothing. Great pass from Vaughn, Ronnie.
Great play. I found this man in the end zone, and there was 6 points in a hurry, Howie. Great offensive line to work on the offensive line, protecting the quarterback. Just fantastic.
Ronnie Allen isolated on the left side. Chad Vaughn rolled to the left. Ronnie Allen ran a post flag, or some people call it a fade pattern, and the ball was right there. Ronnie Allen hauled it in. 6 points. Gloversville 19, Johnstown nothing.
No question about it. Gloversville took a timeout.
Back into this game.
Okay, again, we have Gloversville coming out. They've got trips out to the right, the little triangle that Jimmy talked about. And it looks like Lauren Cole is a lone setback. Vaughn calling signals for Gloversville. Rolls right. He's under pressure now. Vaughn escapes the pressure. And it's intercepted by Marky Wilson. Is no good. 19-0 Gloversville lead. Howie Dingman, Jimmy Townsend, and big old Ronnie Alinsky on WIZR 9:30 a.m. and WSRD FM 105. Your sports leader in upstate New York. We're going to stop over this 60-second timeout.
Great. Absolutely. Come on, we're playing some pressure.
Take this one, too.
Oh, penalty!
Chad Vaughn kicks off, ball stays in. Bobby Abdallah picks it up to the 20-yard line, where he's drilled quickly by Aaron Lagan. 1st and 10 for the Bills from their own 20-yard line.
It wasn't a beautiful kick, but it was an effective kick. It almost dribbled out of bounds here on the near sideline, Howie. And Bobby Abdallah fielded it, and he was almost immediately pelted by 3, 4, 5 Gloversville people. Bobby got up, though. He's a tough kid.
You know what's amazing, Jimmy? I would have bet the farm and the family beagle that ball was going out of bounds because it looked like it was laying on the sideline. I think Kathy said I should probably get the family beagle away anyway.
Well, I think like baseball, I think that's a home field advantage. The grounds crew, they do a fine job here, and they trimmed up those sidelines, keep those balls inbounds.
Sir Bills trips right, and Willard's in the shotgun, Jimmy, and he rolls right. Pass across the middle, incomplete, looking for Danny Ruggieri. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Sir Bills.
Danny Ruggieri curled over the middle. Rich Willard threw the ball, but just a little bit short. For once, well, not for once, but for one of the few times in this game, Rich Willard wasn't under heavy pressure on that one. And if they come back to that, well, maybe Danny Ruggieri or one of the other receivers can catch that in and take it upfield. Bills need a big play to get back in the ball game here, get their spirits up.
All right, we have Rich Willard in the shotgun. Again, the Sir Bills have trips to the right. Dave Samick is the lone setback to the left. Straight back for Willard. Under a little bit of pressure on Willard. Under tremendous pressure now. Taken down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 2 yards by number 60 for Gloversville, Jason Baker. That'll bring up 3rd and about 12 for the Sir Bills.
I see here number 34, Bobby McAleese in there, too. Once again, Rich Willard was pressured, and he was nailed for about a, 2-3 yard loss. How are you going to bring up 3rd, and we'll call it 13.
You know, Jimmy, last year Bobby McAleese was on the sidelines. He was injured, I believe, in a scrimmage game. Did not play at all last year. Worked hard, came back, and it's always great to see a high school kid come back and play.
Oh, it certainly is. And speaking of injuries, I see number 81, Joel Giuliano, on the sideline for Gloversville. He hasn't returned after his injury.
All right, we have Willard rolling the right side. Willard under plenty of pressure and taken down. Incomplete pass. It will bring up 4th and 13 for the Sir Bills.
It looked like Rich Willard wanted to throw a screen pass there, and he let go of the ball just as he was nailed, and the ball fell to the earth, and the official called it an incomplete pass. Rightfully so, the arm was going forward.
All right, Jim.
Although the Gloversville fans disagreed.
No question about that, Jimmy. Okay, we have Tucker Slingerland in back now waiting to punt. Tucker Slingerland gets a beautiful spiral up, and the ball drops dead at about the 42-yard line, where the Gloversville Huskies will put it in 1st and 10.
That ball was covered by number 70, Tad Easterly, who's back in action after suffering, what do you have, a broken
collarbone.
Broken collarbone. Okay, I had the wrong part of the body. I had his leg, and it was up high. But it's good to see Tad back in action here. So it's going to be Gloversville ball going left to right, south to north here in the second quarter. They lead 19-0, Howie.
Jimmy, did you notice that ball dropped dead on the punt right there out in the field?
Yes, I think the field is kind of spongy, kind of soft out there, and when the ball hits, it doesn't roll very much. Same with the ball on the sideline on the kickoff.
All right, we have Landreau in motion to the left side. We'll see if he does not come set, but it brings up trips left anyway. Vaughn, straight roll back, now left side, looking for number 1, Landreau. Landreau is going to be taken out of bounds down near the 30-yard line, close to a first down marker, and I believe that's number 84, Timmy Corbett, in on the tackle. And I believe it's going to be very close to a first down if it isn't, Jimmy.
Certainly is. Once again, the far sideline is beyond our vision. We don't have much of an angle on it. But Landreau went in motion from right to left, and he got the ball on the sideline, and he turned it north and south, and he came close to a first down. I guess they're going to bring the chains out, and they're going to measure, Howie.
Okay, Jimmy, they did, and you're right. I have not seen Joe Giuliano back in the lineup, and I'm looking. I do see him on the sidelines. And, Jimmy, he's got the helmet off, and anytime you see a helmet off, a young man on the sideline, that's not good.
No, it's not, Howie, and I have watched him a couple of times here, and as we talk while they measure, and it is a 1st and 10, but I see him hobbling around there, and the left leg seems to be a little sore, a little stiff. I don't know if it's the ankle or the lower leg or exactly what it is, but I do believe it is the ankle because they tried taping it or they put some tape around it somehow there, but he's even favoring the right leg when he's standing still.
Okay, we have, I believe that's number 22, Roberts, out to the right side. It's probably Ronnie Allen out to the left side. Slot backs for Gloversville are Landreau and Aaron Ligon. Ligon's in motion, coming to the right side. Lauren Cole is the lone setback for Gloversville. And hand off to Cole, going up the middle. Cole is slowed up and then stopped by number 72, Van Valkenburg, slowed him up and taking him down where number 32, Eric Fielding, and we're going to call it a gain of about 3, Jimmy, 2nd and 7.
That's a little draw play again. Chad Vaughn takes a snap, drops back, and hands off to his sophomore running back, Lauren Cole. And as you called it, number 32, Eric Fielding, one of the linebackers or a lineman, can't the linebacker, I guess he's lined up as, made a nice stop.
Okay, Jimmy, and we have Gloversville coming out in the standard run and shoot, and now they have Ligon in motion to the right side. Straight drop back by Vaughn. Vaughn with plenty of time, looking to come across for number 11, Weber, and that's an incomplete pass. It'll bring up 3rd and about 7 for Gloversville.
There are 3 receivers, 3 receivers out there, Aaron Ligon and Weber and Landreau, and the ball was thrown right in the middle of them. You know, that little triangle they form up close to the line of scrimmage is the same triangle, only out wide, and the ball was right in the middle, not even near any of them.
So I want to remind you, folks, we're on WIZR 930 AM and WSRD FM 105. Weber out to the right, Allen to the left, Giuliano is not in it, and we have a straight roll back by number 9, Vaughn. Pass is complete to number 1, Landreau, and I believe he slipped, and then Nicky Elia put the hit on him. Looks to me might be a gain of maybe about a yard, Jimmy, so it's going to bring up 4th, couple yards, 4th and about 5 from about the 26-yard line of the Surbills.
Landreau went in the air to catch the ball. He came down, lost his footing a little bit, and Nicky Elia put a big hit on him, brings him down after a gain of about 2 or 3. Going to bring up 4th and 5 from the Johnstown, looks like 26-yard line.
Okay, we have Jason Weber out to the right, Ronnie Allen out to the left. Aaron Ligon's in motion from the left slot back, coming to the right side. Vaughn calling signal, straight drop back, and passes over here to Ronnie Allen. Allen is going to be taken down by number 56, Hans Litz, and number 84, Corbett. 1st and 10 for Gloversville at about the 17-yard line.
That's that wide receiver screen again, Howie. Ronnie Allen, from his wide out, comes back toward the ball a little bit and catches the ball. And in the meantime, a couple of those big mooses from up front get out in front of him, and he got enough for the first down. Gloversville drive continues, 1st and 10.
Absolutely, and they're coming out again. We're under 5 minutes left in the first half. 19-0 Gloversville in the I formation with Twins out to the left. The handoff is to Ligon. Ligon breaks it across to number 72, Van Valkenburg, takes him down after, looks like about a 2-yard gain. Jimmy, we're going to call it 2nd and 8.
That was from the eye, and it's just a power play. Aaron Ligon's a load in there at the back end of that eye. He's got a fullback leading him, and as you called it, Van Valkenburg was in on the tackle, and I see also number 14, Kirk Dunlap, the Piedmont, in on the tackle.
All right, Gloversville 2nd and 8 at about the 15-yard line of Johnstown. They come out again, and Jimmy, this is a power I formation left, Twins lefter, and we're going to have motion on the Gloversville quarterback who's going to run a quarterback sneak, and he snapped out ahead before the ball got there. Call that formation, T.
I think that was chicanery Gloversville style.
You know, Jimmy, I can't spell it, but I can say it.
Chicanery chicanery Gloversville, chicanery Johnstown, chicanery all around. Boy, they pull out all the stops for this one. And I'm not sure what the formation was. I was trying to get an eyeball, but the might have been that triangle to the left, and there was a mix-up, and it looks like they penalized Gloversville 5 yards. Going to bring up second and about 12, Howie.
Second and 12 for Gloversville at about the 21-yard line of Johnstown. They come out in the run and shoot this time. We have Allen to the all the way out to the left. Weber to the right. Ligon from the left slot's in motion to the right side. Vaughn straight drop back. Plenty of time. Pass quickly across the middle. Incomplete. I'll bring up third and 12 for Gloversville.
That ball was intended for Anthony Landrio, the right slot back. He just went downfield about 5 yards and stopped, and the ball came, and it was incomplete, in and out of the hands. And he was looking back into the sun. I don't know if that was a bearing or not, but it was incomplete. Going to bring up third and long.
Okay, T, and we have 3:50 left in the first half. Gloversville's ahead 19-0. Number 22, Roberts, is all the way out to the right side. Ronnie Allen the left. Landrio from the right slot in motion to the left side. We've got the counter play to Lauren Cole, and Cole's going to be taken down by Mike Strait inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line, which should bring up about 4th and 10 for Gloversville.
And I see number 75 for Johnstown listed as Craig Miller. I don't know. Do we have a Craig Miller? I don't recall that name, Howie, but it was a little that little counter play to the right side. Lauren Cole and Johnstown defense made a nice pop and nice stop on that. Going to bring up 4th and 10, we'll call it.
Okay, T, and they're coming out again in the run and shoot. Vaughn calling signals. He has Ligon in motion to the right side. Plenty of time for Vaughn. Looking in the end zone for number 42, Ligon. Incomplete pass. Turned the stakes around. 1st and 10 for Johnstown from about their own 18-yard line.
Vaughn rolls to his right, and he had 3 receivers flooding the right side. Aaron Ligon was his choice, and Aaron Ligon was in the back corner of the end zone, and the ball was just overthrown a little bit out of bounds. Aaron Ligon made a diving attempt for it, but fell incomplete. Johnstown ball going right to left with 3:08 remaining in the first quarter.
Okay, Jimmy, and the Sir Bills. Hans Litz pops out of the huddle, the center for the senior center captain for the Sir Bills. And we're coming out. We got Wilson out to the left side, and Bobby Abdallah's in the slot to the right side as Johnstown is in the I formation. Pitch to Ruggieri going around the right side. Ruggieri breaks it up across the 20, and it looks like he's going to be about a 3-yard gain, maybe, T, and we'll call it 2nd and 7 for the Bills, taken down by number 34, Bobby McAleese.
The toss sweep to the right to Danny Ruggieri. Danny Ruggieri, I guess they mark it, and he gets a gain of 1.
You're right, T, and I see number 44, Paul Generoso, stepping in the lineup for Gloversville now. Just short of the 20-yard line, Jimmy, and I thought he got across it. And who else we got in there? Number 20, Tommy Pavlik?
Tommy Pavlik, the right corner for Gloversville.
Johnstown still in the I formation. All the way out to the left is Samick. In the slot is Abdallah. Rolling out and now is Willard. Gets it to Samick. Samick is taken down at about the 37-yard line by Weber and Landrio. 1st and 10 for the Sir Bills as number 77, Page, and 34, Bobby McAleese come back in the game for Gloversville.
Davey Samick made a nice catch on a nice throw from Rich Willard. They moved the stakes. Samick curls over the middle, and the ball is right there on the money. 1st and 10, Johnstown.
Okay, they come out now, and we're going to have, looks like in the standard run and shoot now for the Sir Bills with 2 slots and 2 wideouts. Corbett is wide out to the right, Wilson to the left. Abdallah is in motion from the right slot back. Willard, straight drop back, plenty of time, rolls to his right. Looking now for a pass, incomplete, almost picked off by number 24, Lauren Cole.
Lauren Cole, sophomore, strong safety. The ball was intended out there. Was that Timmy Corbett out there?
I believe it was.
Yeah, and he slipped a little bit. And, boy, I'll tell you, Lauren Cole, if he would have picked that off, he would be standing in the end zone before I finish my words.
Question about that, Jimmy. We've got 1:59 left in the first half. Gloversville's on top 19-0. Howie Dingman, my sidekick, Jimmy Townsley, the Nebraska Cornhusker kid. And we're on WIZR 9:30 a.m. and WSRD FM 105, your sports leaders in upstate New York. Jimmy, we have Danny Ruggieri in as the tight end on the left and trips out to the right. Willard calling signals for the Bills. Straight drop back again, and Ruggieri was taken right straight down. We have Willard running around. Gets it back over here to Abdallah. Incomplete pass. It'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Sir Bills.
Boy, a lot of stuff happening there. Danny Ruggieri from his tight end spot was really chucked on the line of scrimmage by one of the linebackers there, and I think the play was designed to go to him, but he was chucked and stopped so much that they had to abort, and Willard rolled to his right and threw back to his left eventually to Bobby Abdallah, who almost made an outstanding catch on that. But everything is null and void, negated. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
All right, we have Wilson out to the left side. We have Twins to the right, Jimmy, with a tight end right also, and the setback is 32 fielding. Straight drop back, pass coming across the middle to Bobby Abdallah. Abdallah is driving forward. Abdallah makes it 1st and 10 for the Surbills at about midfield, taken down by Vaughn, Pavlik, and number 11, Weber.
It's a great play by Bobby Abdallah. Catches the ball and runs ahead for 1st and 10. He moves the stakes with under 2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter, 1:43 remaining. And he caught it after about a 5-yard pass, and he turned it into about a 10, 11-yard play. And that was, once again, about 90% guts and 10% talent on that.
All right, Surbills in the standard run and shoot. Wilson to the left. Looks like Samick to the right. Danny Ruggieri's in motion to the right side. Abdallah is the other slot back. Willard rolling right, has time. Willard gets it over to Corbett. Corbett just driving ahead, taken down by Cole inside the 40-yard line of the Huskies at about the 38. 1st and 10 for the Surbills.
Nice pass, nice catch by the Bills. Richie Willard put the ball right on the money. That ball had to travel about 30 yards out there. Timmy Corbett is right on the sideline, and that's a long throw, but the ball was right there. Corbett made the catch, turns upfield, moves the stakes. 1st and 10 Bills. 1:19 remaining in the second quarter.
Johnstown popping out of the huddle. We have Samick out to the left, Corbett out to the right. Ruggieri and Abdallah the slot back. In the shotgun is Rich Willard. Bobby Abdallah's in motion to the left side. Slot right back to him. Willard coming across the middle to Abdallah again. Abdallah is inside about the 25-yard line where he's taken down by number 12, Allen, 9, Vaughn. 1st and 10 for the Surbills.
How does he do it, Howie? I don't know. He's got a bad ankle. He doesn't look like he's running about 60-70%, but he catches the ball and knocks people over and gets the 1st down. How does he do it? I don't know. B.A. Bobby Abdallah.
We got a timeout, Jimmy. We're going to keep it right here with 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the first half, and at halftime they're going to honor 2 gentlemen who I've known and have the greatest admiration and respect for, and had the privilege of working with both of them. Ray Purcell, longtime basketball, baseball, cross-country coach at Johnstown High School. Jim Underwood, Jimmy, and all they said about Jim Underwood, AD before Jack Dunlap, football coach before Pete Procopi. The only thing they said about Jim Underwood was, how can he coach football? He never played the game. He's a soccer man. That man has the best one-loss percentage, Ronnie, of any coach in the history of Johnstown High School.
Better than you, Howie? You can see it out here today.
All right, we're in the run and shoot from the shotgun formation. Willard calling signals. There's Abdallah in motion to the left side. Straight, nice snap back to Rich Willard. Willard passed across the middle to Corbett. Corbett catches it, and he's taken down by number 12, Ronnie Allen. 1st and 10, Surbills.
I think that looked like a ricochet. I'm not sure, but I think it went off Danny Ruggieri's hands, and Timmy Corbett was Johnny on the spot, and he caught the ball, and they're going to move the stakes again. Johnstown takes another timeout with 1:03 remaining in the half. Okay.
And Ruggieri's all the way out to the right side, Jimmy, but I think he's going to be double covered from the way it looks over there. Willard calling signals for the Bills. Ruggieri down to the right side. Willard under pressure. Willard gets the pass off to Timmy Corbett. I don't know how he got that off. Corbett's taken down by number 12, Allen, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Bills.
Well, they're coming right to the line of scrimmage, so Howie, so call it.
Okay, coming right to the line of scrimmage, and again, we have trips out to the right, down to 39 seconds. Willard throws it out of the end zone, and he simply was stopping the clock, Jimmy.
I think he was, too. On the previous play, Howie, I think they looked like the Bills wanted to go to Danny Ruggieri, but he was double covered, and Rich Willard, just before he was sent back on his backside, found Timmy Corbett, who was open about 5, 6, 7 yards downfield. Well, I guess actually about 3 yards. But anyway, he did find a secondary receiver, and Timmy Corbett hauled it in. And on this previous play, Rich Willard just took the ball and heaved it out of the back of the end zone to stop the clock.
All right, again, what we have right now is Willard dropping straight back. Willard trying to tuck it down, run it upfield. Willard trying to get it in. Ball is fumbled, and Marky Wilson is on it. And let's see what the official, touchdown, Johnstown! Touchdown for Johnstown, and I don't think you can do it as right.
I don't think you can fumble the ball into the end zone, and I think it's got to bring out to the spot of the fumble, I believe.
All right, going to bring it out to spot the fumble, Jimmy, and they're going to do that. You're absolutely right with the call, Jimmy. And we have the King of Morning Radio coming in here. And let's see what they're going to do, Jimmy. We got the yardage marker down, and the yardage markers were all down. And I don't really know what the call was there at all, Jimmy. So it's a forward fumble. Yeah, but what I'm looking at, Jimmy, is first down. They gave him the touchdown. It is a touchdown, no question about it. Boy, I don't know what the call was. No points on the board. Snap is down, and the kick is up, and it's blocked, and no good. And let's see what the call is, Jimmy, and what they're going to do. It is 19-6, Jimmy. I think they called it a touchdown, Jimmy. No question about that. It was called a touchdown for Johnstown. Officials are now talking, Jimmy. It's 19-6. And I guess it's not advancing if the fumble was fallen on in the end zone. Marky Wilson, little 86, Marky Wilson, 19-6. And I guess that's some high-octane gas in the tank, Jimmy, and that's all we can really say about it, as we really didn't, kind of confusing here. But I guess you can't advance the fumble if you're in the end zone when you're falling. I guess what the call would be.
We got the dean of football here, Jimmy Townsley. He disagrees with the officials. We got a full house backfield here right now, Howie, in the booth.
We got a full house, and we're not playing with a full deck here either. We're having a good time, though. All right, kicking off is going to be Tucker Slingerland. Slingerland gets the ball going downfield. Going to be taken by number 42, Ligon, and Ronnie Allen. A lot of room to the right side. If Allen can break it, Allen is through. Allen is only one guy behind him, and that's got to be Marky Wilson. Wilson is going to take him down at the 25-yard line of the Survilles with about 13 seconds left and a half. Jimmy, what a run.
What a run, and what a game touchdown-saving tackle by Marky Wilson, who didn't give up on the play. Allen caught the ball, and he came up the right sideline, and he was within a step of breaking it. Marky Wilson just as determined to prevent it, and he stopped him on the, looks like about 26, 27-yard line, knocked him out of bounds.
Absolutely right, Jimmy, and right now we got Gloversville coming out, and looks like the official is going to run out of bounds, so he's not going to snap the clock. They're in the run and shoot. Bond calling signals for Gloversville. 26-yard line to Survilles. Rolling left. Bond looking to go back to number 1, Landrell. Knocked down by number 86, Marky Wilson, and number 85, Nicky Elia.
There was problems there right from the start. When the ball went in the air, they had two receivers too close together, and it ended up with two defenders, possibly three defenders right in the area. And Vaughn was lucky that that one was not intercepted by the alert Johnstown defense. Looked like Marky Wilson back there again. He's all over the place.
He certainly is. 155-pound Marky Wilson. 8 seconds left and a half. Gloversville's probably got to hit pay dirt with this one, Jimmy. All right, Bond calling signals for Gloversville. Bond out to the, we got number 12, Allen to the left. Ligon's in motion to the left side. Bond rolls left. Pass across the middle to Allen. Allen is drilled and hit down where the clock is running. There's 1 second left. Stopped with 1 second left, Jimmy. They've got to be at about the 10-yard line, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it's down there deep. Doesn't make too much difference with the 1 second remaining. It's first and goal from wherever they are, but Allen made a cut across the middle from his wide flanker spot, came to the post, and the ball was right there on the money, and he was taken down, and Gloversville very alertly called a timeout. It's going to bring up first down and halftime.
Got it together. Gloversville coming out. 1 tick on the clock. We got trips to the right in the triangle, T. We're going to stay right here together and call it. We have Vaughn rolling right. Looking guy coming across the middle. And touchdown, number 12, Ronnie Allen. Jimmy, was that a great throw and a great catch?
That was both, and it was almost a great defensive play. The defender was right there, and it was just a matter of Allen. Looked like Allen wanted the ball more, and he took it away from the defender, but it was a great throw by Vaughn, no doubt about it. Call it.
All right. You're right, Jimmy. I don't want to lose my false teeth here with losing this.
Big time catch in the end zone. Big time catch, Howie. And the defender was all over him. He wanted the ball, no question about it.
You know, Ronnie, I always think when you're coming across like that, you know somebody's going to ring your chimes. How do you hang on?
Well, you keep concentrate on the ball. That's all you can do.
All right, Bond back now. We got Ligon running the tracer now, going out to the left side, coming set. They're in the patented run and shoot. Bring Bond to the right side again. Allen, Bond rolling right, under pressure. That's got to be 42, Joe and Sonia after him, along with 51, Mike Strait, and they take him down. No good. But the end of one half of play, it is Gloversville 25, Johnstown 6. Howie Dingman, Jimmy Townsley, and a host of characters on WIZR, the mighty 9:30 a.m.
The clock, 1 second on the clock when the ball was snapped. Allen, once again, Ronnie Allen, on a 16-yard pass play from Chad Vaughn, took the ball in the end zone to make it 25-6, and the two-point conversion was no good. So at halftime, we have a score 25-6, Howie. And a good second half to look forward to.
Absolutely right, Jimmy. I see Bobby Abdalla's back out there, and he's still gimping a little bit, Jimmy, but I'll tell you what, I don't know how you'd ever get him out of this football game. I guess you'd probably have to grab him, tackle him, and probably chain him on the bench, Jimmy.
I think you'd have to cut off both legs. I don't think one would do it.
I think you're absolutely right, and I'm looking over here. I see one of the Gloversville players with a hooded sweatshirt and a jacket on. I'm wondering if that's Joel Giano.
Where?
End of the bench, Jimmy.
End of the bench, yeah, you're probably right. No, I believe that's a manager. I think that's a manager. Let's see, where is Giuliano? I don't see him.
I see him walk. No, I don't see him walking at all. I don't know where he is, Jimmy. We'll have to
be on the field.
He very well could be, and we've got Vaughn kicking off for Gloversville, ready to start. They're going right to left, the Sir Bills, left to right. Ball is back. Abdallah picks it up at the 20-yard line. Abdallah looking to go to the right side. He's taken down at about the 23-yard line by number 42, Aaron Ligon.
And I see number 55, Pat Carver, in the vicinity. Kick comes down there real nice to Bobby Abdallah, and it kicks around a little bit. By the time Bobby grabbed the handle on it, while two Gloversville defenders were there and stopped him practically in his tracks. Going to bring up 1st and 10 for Johnstown, going left to right here in the third quarter. Looks like the ball's just short of the 25, we'll call it 24-yard line.
You know, Jimmy, I think that was Giuliano at the end of the bench. Maybe it wasn't. I don't see him out there, Jimmy. I don't know where he is right now. All right, and we're, again, Jimmy in the chicanery, 5 to the right, 3 in the middle, 2 to the left. Snaps back to Willard. Willard over here to Ruggieri. Ruggieri looking to put a move on. Ruggieri is fighting, gets out of bounds at about the 25-yard line, taken out by number 73, Lauren Baker. Looks like a gain of about 2 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Bills.
That was chicanery once again. That's a Johnstown version of the Lonesome Polecat. And Rich Willard hit Danny Ruggieri in behind 3 linemen there, and what an effect it was a screen pass, and Gloversville defended it pretty well.
Chicanery again. Johnstown lined up the same way. Willard now. Willard is taken down behind the line of scrimmage by number 34, Bobby McAleese. Number 60, Jason Baker. It'll bring up 4th and about 13 for the Bills.
And I see number 77, Tim Page, in there on the stop too, Howie. And Gloversville got a good rush, and they just got to Willard and dropped him. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 13.
All right, chicanery again. Willard rolling left, has plenty of time. Looking for Marky Wilson. Wilson goes up, incomplete pass. Great coverage by Tommy Pavlik. 4th and about 13 for the Bills.
Richie Willard going for the home run on that one. Marky Wilson was out there. Ball was in the air about 5, 10, 15, 20, about 30, 35 yards, Howie. That's a good throw, right on the money. Marky got a hand on it, and so did Tommy Pavlik, and the result was incomplete. Brings up 4th and 12.
Okay, and again we have Tucker Slingerland back to punt for the Bills. Slingerland gets a nice punt up and away. Taken by number 24, Cole at the 45. Cole breaks it down into about the 37-yard line of the Bills, where he's taken down by 72, Honeybear Van Valkenburg.
Lauren Cole is a very, very fine football player. He's listed as a sophomore, but at the end of the season, he's actually a junior already, and he caught the ball. I thought he was very, very close to having a knee down. The official was right on the spot and says, nope, he didn't. It's a legal play, and he advanced it to just inside the 35. We're going to call it 34-yard line of Johnstown. 1st and 10, Gloversville going right to left.
Thank you, Jimmy. And that's number 11, Jason Weber, all the way out to the right side. We have Ronnie Allen out the left. In motion is Landriel. Vaughn, straight drop back, looking across, hits Ronnie Allen. He splits the defenders. Touchdown, Gloversville High School. Pass from Vaughn to Ronnie Allen, about 34 yards with 10:26 left in the third period. It is 31-6. Gloversville ahead of Johnstown. And Jimmy's writing things down now, and let's see if Gloversville's going for 1 or 2 here, T. And beautiful pass play from Vaughn to Allen as Allen cut in from the left outside wideout and just took it in. Jimmy split the receivers.
It certainly did. First down play from about 34, 35 yards out, and Allen just caught it and skipped away from the Johnstown defender. Gloversville going for two. Vaughn takes the snap, rolls to his left, and he's defended and taken out of bounds. No good. I see number 84, Timmy Corbett, and number 23, Danny Ruggieri on the play. And with that, we're going to send it back to the studio for a 60-second timeout.
That's why they offer a checking account and options by travel. Senior citizens
Howie Dingman back at Knox Field. A kickoff from Vaughn goes to Abdallah at the 20. Abdallah cuts to the right side. He's taken down at about the 27-yard line by number 42, Lagan, and number 24, Lauren Cole.
Bobby fielded that ball just short of the 20-yard line, Howie, and he was just one step away from fielding it in full stride. But as it was, he was a step back, and he had to reach over to get it, and by the time he caught it and straightened up and got his momentum going again, while the Gloversville defense was there. Going to be Johnstown ball going left to right from their own 26-yard line.
All right, we have the Surbills coming out. Kirk Dunlap's in the right slot right now. Willard rolling right, has time. Willard is now under pressure and is taken down by number 60, Baker, behind the line of scrimmage at almost the 20-yard line. We're going to call it a loss of 6, second and 16 for the Bills.
Nice play by Jason Baker. Richie Willard rolled, and Baker tackled him. Can't say anything more than that.
Absolutely right, Jimmy, and we're at 9:47 left in the third period. Gloversville 31, Johnstown 6. See Marky Wilson going off the left side, and Hans Litz pops out for the Surbills. Dave Samek all the way out to the left. Corbett out to the right. Slot backs, Kirk Dunlap and Danny Ruggieri. The lone setback is Eric Fielding. Willard calling signals for the Bills. Rolls to his left, and he's drilled immediately by number 60, Baker, back near the 15-yard line. That's going to be a loss of about 5 more. We'll bring up third and about 20 for the Bills.
Jason Baker once again nailed Richie Willard. Baker comes from his middle linebacker spot on a blitz, put heavy pressure on Willard, takes him down. Looks like it's about third and over 20, maybe 25 yards.
Absolutely right, Jimmy, and I think at this point the Gloversville line, Jimmy, can simply pin their ears back because third and long, the Johnson's got to be throwing the ball.
I would guess so. This would be a good place for a screen pass, Howie.
All right, Willard in the shotgun. Willard under tremendous pressure is taken down again inside the 10-yard line by number 60, Baker, and 34, Bobby McAleese. Fourth and very long.
Unrelenting pressure. I count a couple of other Huskies on the pile, too, but I couldn't get their name. But you called it right. Jason Baker and Bobby McAleese were the two instrumental, and Johnstown's going to be kicking. Tucker Slingerland going to be kicking from his own end zone. Fourth and blocks.
High snap to Slingerland. Tucker Slingerland jumps on the ball in the end zone. Going to be a safety, so it'll be 33-6. Gloversville now lengthens their lead out as the snap was up a little bit high, Jimmy, and Tucker wisely fell on it in the end zone.
He certainly did. That's the wise thing to do, fall on the ball. If he tries to pick it up and run, or if Gloversville recovers, it's a touchdown. But the way it is, it's only a 2 points for Gloversville. But the bad thing about it, the Bills have to kick the ball, and Gloversville has an opportunity to return, and the Bills will be kicking from their own inside their own 20-yard line, I do believe, and that's going to make a short field wherever Gloversville gets it.
Absolutely right. I want to remind you people again that at Quigley Sports Lounge there will be sports talk, and Gil Trebaj and Jeff Simonson will be there with the King of Morning Radio and an 8-foot-long sub from Clyde Stop and Shop Deli. And Jimmy Townsley and I will be taking the Ranger Mobile and flying down to Shenandoah to bring you the live coverage of,
Live, Howard?
absolutely live, Jimmy, of Fonda versus Cambridge. No doubt about it. Absolutely not. We don't delay anything. It's on the spot.
That's a nice way to go. I like this live coverage, Howie.
Oh, I've always too, Jimmy. I might not be awake at 10:30 tonight. All right, Tucker Slingerland booting the ball back. Lagan takes it to 45. He's at the 50. Lagan breaks it to the right side, puts his head down, and is taken down at the 40-yard line of the Surbills by number 51, Mike Strait.
Aaron Ligon certainly is a load, whether he's returning punts, returning kickoffs, or running from the back of that I formation or running a counter. That time he fielded the kick, and he returned it to the Johnstown 40. And there's that short field I was telling you about, Howie. Going to be 1st and 10 Gloversville, right to left from the Johnstown 40.
All right, coming out, Gloversville is going to be in the run-and-shoot formation. I believe that's 22 Baker on the right side, and number 11 Weber on the left side. Landrill's in motion, coming left. We have Vaughn rolling out, going back across the center, looking for number 12, Ronnie Allen, and that's an incomplete pass. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Huskies at the Johnstown 40.
One of the few times that Allen has not caught a ball aimed in his direction. The ball skipped short there. Chad Vaughn rolled to his left and threw the ball out there to Ronnie Allen, who curled about 10 yards deep, and the ball is just a little bit short, skipped off the turf. 2nd and long.
Okay, Jimmy, and what we've got going on here, we've got 33-6. Gloversville lead, 7:45 in the 3rd period. Landero from the right slot, in motion, coming over the left side. Vaughn calling signals. Handoff, counterplay to Cole. Cole breaks over the right side. Nicky Alana drags him down at about the 33-yard line of the Sur Bills, which will bring up 3rd and about 3 for Gloversville.
That little counter play, Vaughn takes the snap, drops back. Lauren Cole, the lone setback in this run-and-shoot formation, takes a step to his left and then takes the ball going right behind a couple of pulling linemen. And he got a pretty good-sized gain on that, going to bring up 3rd and 2, Howie.
Okay, Jimmy, and we've got Landro in motion to the left side. Vaughn still calling signals for the Huskies. Handoff to Cole, straight up the middle, and is hit by number 72, Honey Bear Van Valkenburg, and it's going to be 4th and very short for Gloversville.
I see Kirk Dunlap crawl up off the pile there, too. Lauren Cole, he's not a very, very big kid, but he's got a lot of heart also. He took the ball over right guard, and he's going to come up a little bit short. So it's going to be 4th and 1, and this definitely is 4-down territory for Gloversville.
All right, we're coming out right now. They're in the run and shoot, but 4th and very short. Vaughn fakes the counter play, rolls out to the right side. Vaughn's going to take it around. 1st and 10 for Gloversville. Vaughn is knocked out of bounds inside the 25-yard line, about the 24. 1st and 10 for the Huskies.
Nice play. They fake the counter, and Vaughn keeps the ball, and he's quite an athlete in his own. Football, basketball, as well as baseball, and he kept that ball, and he rambled down the right sideline until he was knocked. I think he stepped out of bounds. Well, anyway, he's out of bounds. Killed the clock. 1st and 10, Gloversville.
All right, Gloversville again. They have Ligon from the left slot, running the tracer now, going with a motion, coming back and coming set now. We have Ronnie Allen, and we have the counter play again to Cole. Cole drives through the middle, and Kirk Dunlap knocks him down along with Hans Lutz. After a gain of approximately 6 yards, 7 yards, it'll be 2nd and 3 or 4.
Okay, that's that little counter play again, and they gain about 6-7 yards on it. Johnstown played it pretty decent, but still Gloversville got 6-7 yards. Going to bring a 2nd and about 3.
All right, Vaughn still calling signals for Gloversville High School, and hands off to Cole, straight up the center again. 1st and 10, Gloversville, as he's taken down. I see Insonia and Kirk Dunlap taking him down. 1st and 10, Gloversville, at about the 10-yard line of Johnstown.
Gloversville line just driving the Johnstown defenders off the ball. Line for Gloversville, Lauren Baker, Ben Deere, Dan Kraszewski, the center, Pat Carver, and Adam Town just driving people back.
Jimmy, we got a Husky in by the Gloversville bench, a real Husky. And we had a play straight up the middle, and no gain at all, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Huskies just outside the 10-yard line.
Bills played that very, very well. I see Piedmont Dunlap in there, and Mark, the Honey Bear Van Valkenburg, going to bring up 2nd and 10.
All right, Gloversville in the run and shoot again. Weber out to the right side, Allen the left side. We have Ligon in motion, going to the right side. Vaughn calling signals for Gloversville. Straight drop back, plenty of time. Looking over here for Vaughn, and incomplete pass. It'll bring up 3rd. Ronnie Allen, no, it is complete, isn't it? I didn't think he caught it. It'll bring up 3rd, and he's going to measure, Jimmy. 1st and goal.
1st and goal. Chad Vaughn takes a snap, rolls to his left. Ronnie Allen isolated out here all by himself, works on Timmy Corbett. Timmy Corbett was right there, but just took a perfect play to beat the perfect defense. It's going to be 1st and goal, Gloversville.
Certainly a timing pattern, isn't it, Jimmy?
Oh, that Allen's having a field day here today. Wow.
All right, Gloversville comes up. They're in the I formation. McAleese is the up back. The deep back is number 42, Aaron Ligon. Handoff to Ligon. He drives balls on the ground. Recovered by number 84, Timmy Corbett. Turned the stakes around. 1st and 10 for the Sur Bills at about their 2-yard line. 33-6 Gloversville with 5:05 left in the 3rd period.
breath of sunshine for the Sir Bills. Aaron Ligon from the back end of the eye launched himself like a missile. He was up in the air, and somebody put a head on the ball, and it popped loose. And Timmy Corbett, Johnny on the spot, recovered for the Bills. Looks like it's going to be Bills' ball about 2-yard line. Howie, what do you call that?
About the 2, Jimmy. It's awful tough to tell from this angle, but I'm looking at the stick, and I'd say it's the 2. It's no farther out than the 2. Surville's in the I formation now with Ruggieri as the deep back. Willard hands off to Ruggieri over the left side. Ruggieri is drilled from the right side, and I don't know who made that hit. It was number 11, Weber, after almost no gain at all. I believe no gain at all, 2nd and 10.
Ball handed off to Danny Ruggieri going to his left, and Weber comes up from the Gloversville secondary and met him, and that wasn't a tackle, Howie. That was a collision.
Well, that was a stick, Jimmy. You don't see any better sticks than that in high school football, any game, anywhere. Johnstown comes out again in the I formation. We have Kirk Dunlap in the slot out to the right side. Handoff to Ruggieri, coming up over again. Ruggieri taken down at the line of scrimmage by number 42, Aaron Ligon.
Okay, looked like they got him right at the line of scrimmage, perhaps just a little bit back. I see the officials are moving the down marker back. Danny Ruggieri for a 1-yard loss. That ball's got to be awfully close to the end zone here. Got to be careful, Bills. Got to be careful. Gloversville defense playing very, very well.
Absolutely right, Jimmy, and we're down to 3:42 left in the third period. 33-6, Gloversville leading, and the Sir Bills pop out of the huddle, and Willer's going into the shotgun as they're back in the run and shoot. Corbett to the right, Wilson to the left. The slots, Kirk Dunlap and Ruggieri. Quick pass going out here to Corbett. To Markey Wilson. Incomplete pass. It'll bring up 4th and 10 for the Bills, about their own 1-yard line.
Oh, boy, Tucker Slingerland's going to have his heels right on the back of that end zone, back on the chalk there. And if he touches the chalk, why, that's out of bounds, and that'll be safety. And either way, he's not going to have very much room to kick with. Very, very pressure kick. But if I know Tucker, why, he'll get a good one.
Snap is back. Slingerland gets the ball up. Nice punt by Tucker Slingerland. Ball hits and is going to roll out to the 30-yard line of Johnstown, where Gloversville will have a short field, as you say, Jimmy, 1st and 10.
You bet. Tucker responded, not with a 70-yard kick, but first of all, he caught the ball, and secondly, he got that kick away, and it's about 40 yards from where he was standing, and about 30 from the line of scrimmage. Under pressure situation, that's real good for a high school athlete. Gloversville ball going right to left, 30-yard line.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right, Jimmy, on the call about that. All right, we have Roberts to the right. We have Ronnie Allen out to the left. Ligon and Landreau are in the slots. Landreau's in motion on the left side. Vaughn calls signals. Lauren Cole is the lone setback. Vaughn rolling out left, pass across the middle to Ligon. Ligon bounces off a tackler. Ligon still rolling. Finally taken down by Timmy Corbett at about the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Huskies.
Aaron Ligon, one of the slot backs, curls over the middle. Chad Vaughn finds him. He turns upfield, and it bounces off a Bill defender. I couldn't catch a number on that, but and then he gets 5, 6, 7 more yards. That was a great run by Aaron Ligon after a routine pass reception.
All right, Vaughn, straight drop back, set hands off to Cole. Cole stripped up by number 72, the Honey Bear, after about a 1-yard gain. 2nd and about 9 for Gloversville from just outside the 10-yard line, I believe, T.
I think you're right there, Howard. It looks like about perhaps 11, 12-yard line, someplace in there, just outside the 10. Going to bring up 2nd and 9. Minimal gain by Lauren Cole on that one.
All right, Vaughn calling signals again. In motion to the right side. The left slot is Ligon. Vaughn rolling left, looking for number 12, Ronnie Allen. Incomplete pass, and number 84 and 12 collided. They might have been able to call that either way, T. 3rd and 9.
They could. They might have called that either way, but the official made it a no call, so nobody's really going to complain. But that looked like a timing pattern. Vaughn rolled to his left, and the ball was in the air before Allen even turned around. And, boy, the ball had something on it. I don't know if that kid pitches or not, but if he does, he's probably got a Hummer, huh?
Yeah, he does, Jimmy. Take it from me. I've seen it. All right. We got Ligon in motion to the right side. Vaughn calling signals for Gloversville. Rolls right, back quickly. Screen pass to Allen. Allen's taken down by number 56, Hans Litz. Looks like almost the 5-yard line, Jimmy. We're going to call it 4th and, short.
Okay, Gloversville has field goal potential. I don't know if they'll throw it or not, or kick or not, but Aaron Ligon has a couple of field goals in his credit this year. Looks like the Gloversville Huskies are lining up, going for it. 4th and about 3.
All right, again, we have Vaughn calling signals for Gloversville. Vaughn rolling right, rolling right, rolling right. Pass incomplete. It'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Sewer Bills. Switch the sticks. Jimmy, the Sewer Bills dodged a bullet.
They dodged the bullet. You're right, Howie. They come up with a defense, and the pass fell instantly to the earth on the last play. Chad Vaughn takes the snap, rolls to his right, pass intended for Anthony Landriel, and underthrown just a little bit right at the goal line. So the Bills going to take over at their own, boy, it looks like about 6, maybe 7-yard line down there. I can't really make it out.
I can't either, Jimmy, and I see Han Litz popping out of the huddles, the center for the Sewer Bills. Over going all the way out to left, Wilson. Out to right is Corbett. The slots. Number 14, Kirk Dunlap. 23 is Danny Ruggieri. From the shotgun, Rich Willard. Rich Willard from the shotgun. Across the middle to Marky Wilson. Wilson's going to be taken down at about the 15-yard line by number 9, Chad Vaughn. It'll bring up 2nd and extremely short for the Bills.
It's a nice reception by Marky Wilson. Rich Willard back in the shotgun gives him a little extra time to escape that Gloversville rush that's been very effective today. And Richie finds Marky Wilson coming from left to right over the middle. Marky makes the catch, and he's just short of the first down. Can bring up 2nd inches, Howie.
Okay, Jimmy, and the Sewer Bills come out now, and we're in the run and shoot, and the fielding is the lone setback. Bob Abdell is in motion from the right slot back, heading left. Ruggieri and Wilson already out there. Willard, ball's on the ground, and I think Rich Willard may have fallen on top of it himself, which will bring up 3rd and 2 or 3 for the Bills.
Oh, boy, that's just the way it seems to be going for the Bills today. And instead of getting the first down with inches to go, they're confronted with a 3rd and about 4 or 5 yards. Mishandled between the center and the quarterback on that.
Absolutely right, and we're down at 23 seconds in the 3rd period, Jimmy, and 33-6 Gloversville the lead, and Bobby Abadella going back off field. BA and Jimmy, I don't know, but I'll tell you what, that young man has to be one of the toughest kids we've ever seen to play on that ankle because he's been limping all day. Back to Willard in his shotgun. Willard looking for Ruggieri, intercepted by Tommy Pavlik. Ruggieri tackles him at about the 35-yard line of Johnstown. At the end of the 3rd quarter, 33-6, Gloversville leading. Holly Dingman, Jimmy Townsley, Ronnie Linsky, WIZR and WSRD. Your sports leaders in upstate New York. We're going to step off at a 60-second timeout.
You want financing at a fair rate. Johnstown the best financing at the best rate. You want service you can count on.
The largest Italian deli in the area, along with Impressions Italian bread and rolls.
You've been eating a lot.
Don't forget their excellent pizza. So when you're not getting your groceries right, you know you can count on El Pizzeria and their famous food platters to satisfy everyone. Call Tom and his staff at 725-8816 and say
Handoff is to Lauren Cole, and he goes down the left side, taken down by Dunlap, just short of the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for Gloversville.
Lauren Cole took his pitch from the quarterback Chad Vaughn, and behind fine blocking, good interference, rambles and breaks a couple tackles, and he ends up with the first down just outside the 15. Looks like about 16-yard line, Howie.
All right, we have Roberts out to the right, Ronnie Allen out to the left. Landriel's one slot, Lagon's the other. Lagon's in motion, coming to the right side. And it pitches to Cole. Cole's also coming around the right side. Cole breaks through a tackle. Cole is taken down by Danny Ruggieri, very close to the goal line, about the 1-foot-yard line, Jimmy.
Lauren Cole, a sophomore running back again, following his interference on a toss sweep to the right this time, and he rambles and breaks tackles and fine blocking and everything else, ends up on the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, Gloversville, going left to right here in the 4th quarter. They're leading 33-6.
Absolutely right, Jimmy, and I see Danny Ruggieri limping off the field right now. And
sounds like the Gloversville fans didn't like taking Lauren Cole out, but I see Bobby McAleese in there.
Bobby McAleese, and we have number 42, Lagan, in a split backfield. Twins out to the right. Landro's in motion on the left side now. And Chad Vaughn takes it over. Touchdown, Gloversville High School, as Vaughn runs the quarterback sneak with 10:59 left in the game to make it 39-6. Gloversville with a 33-point lead. simply, nothing more. Ronnie, grab a mic there, Ron. Quarterback sneak. Vaughn simply drove it across the end line.
Impressive drive, Howie, and they just keep blowing Johnstown off the line, and the offensive line deserves a lot of credit. They scored a lot of points here today, and the holes are opening up for them.
No question about that, and we see Lagan going to kick the extra point, Jimmy, and Vaughn's going to hold, and those two guys do just about everything but windows.
Well, they certainly do, and I understand in the off-season, Sundays, they do a few windows.
They probably do, and we're waiting now for the snap back. The kick is up, and no good. With 10:59 left in the game, 39-6, Gloversville lead. Howie Dingman, Jimmy Townsley, Ronnie Alinsky, WIZR and WSRD, your sports there in upstate New York. We're going to step up for the 60-second timeout.
$39.95.
We can't beat the shutout, so.
Country style fairways and port steaks equaling 20 pounds of meat for just $29.95. Any change in order is
You played for Johnstown when you played.
cut to order and freezer wrapped for you. Call now to order 762-3280. That's 762-3280. No late order.
12-yard line to the 30. Taken down by 55. Who's 55? Okay.
The best tasting chicken and the best prices in town. That's the Convenience Corner Co-op, Edwards Beverage Meat and Deli, on the corner of Townsend and North Comrie Avenues, Johnstown.
All right, that kickoff was to Kirk Dunlap, the 12-yard line, brought it out to the 30 where Pat Carver took him down. 1st and 10, Sir Bills. Willard in the shotgun. Back to Willard. Willard looking for Jerry over on the left side. Incomplete pass. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bills.
Hey, Rich looped it out to the right side. Looked like that was intended for Danny Ruggieri out there, and Lauren Cole, the fine Gloversville sophomore, was right there and knocked it to the earth. Going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Absolutely right, Jimmy, and we're down to 10:29 left in the first half. I want to remind you people on WSRD FM 105, your sports leader in upstate New York, you'll be able to catch the Fonda Cambridge game live at 6 o'clock with a pregame show. 7:15 will be kickoff time. Ruggieri's in motion the right side. Willard rolling right, gets it out there to Ruggieri. Incomplete pass. Number 24, Lauren Cole, I think Jamie is baiting him.
I think so. Wow, he almost picked that baby off. That second fine play in a row Lauren Cole's made. The pass intended for Danny Ruggieri. Cole came out of no place, and boy, if he picked that off, he's standing in the end zone right now.
Looks to me like Jimmy's laying back and just hoping it's coming. What do you think?
Yeah. I think you're right. They're just inviting to throw it there, and then he's quick enough and good enough athlete to cover that ground quickly to get a hand on it. 2 plays in a row.
All right, 3rd and 10 for the Bills. Number 86, Wilson out to the left. Trips out to the right. Dunlap, Ruggieri, and Corbett. Willard out of the shotgun. Willard has time. Willard passing for Ruggieri. Incomplete pass. It'll bring up 4th and 10 for the Sir Bills as we see Tucker Slingerland coming out in the field for Johnstown.
Wherever Danny Ruggieri goes, he's a marked man. I counted 3 white shirts surrounding him at that time, and the ball was just over his fingertips, and it fell incomplete to bring up 4th down. They haven't changed there. They changed it. Okay, 4th down. I thought I was losing my mind there, Howie. 3 incomplete passes and still 3rd down.
Jimmy, that went a while back.
That'd be a small loss anyway.
Tucker Slingerland back to punt for the Bills. Slingerland gets a nice punt off. Nice looping punt by Tucker Slingerland. And it takes a Gloversville bounce where Mark Van Valkenburg knocks it down at about the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Huskies.
I was watching Eric Fielding, number 32, laid a nice block. He was the protector of the kicker's foot back there, and he laid a nice block, knocked the Gloversville pass rush or punt rusher way up in the air, and he did one of those somersaults in the air. It makes that highlight reels in the college teams. Howie. Eric Fielding, nice block.
Gloversville, I see Lagan coming out. Bobby McAleese coming out. And let's see if we got a new quarterback. I think number 11, Weber's in there quarterbacking right now. They're in the I formation. And handoff to Cole. Ball's on the ground. Johnstown jumps on it. That's number 32. Eric Fielding recovers. 1st and 10 for the Bills.
Okay, Bills got some hope here. Ball's right at midfield on the near hash mark. New quarterback and a new backfield, and they just missed connections there. And the ball fell to the earth, and Eric Fielding recovered for the Bills. Bills going to be going right to left here in the 4th quarter, 9:30 remaining. Let's see if they can get in the end zone, Howie.
All right, Jimmy, and what are men people to go to Quigley Sports Lounge. Jimmy, we're going to have an 8-foot sub. We should have grabbed that rascal and made it about 6 feet.
Well, I had the idea, but I was told no.
T, you're a better person than I thought you were for a minute there. All right, we have Willard bringing him out again. Sir Bill's in the run and shoot. Willard rolling right under great pressure, taken down by number 73, Lauren Baker, back at about the 45-yard line of Johnstown, 44-yard line. It's going to be a loss of about 7 yards. Second and 17 for the Bills.
I'll tell you, it seems like the front four and a couple of those linebackers, Jason Baker in particular, have been just having their way with Rich Willard today. They just unrelentless pressure in there.
Okay, Jimmy, I was wondering, I was looking out there and saw something in front of me, and Sir Bill's come out. We have Samick to the left, to the right, Corbett. The slot backs are Ruggieri and Kirk Dunlap. Out of the slot comes Willard, looking for number 81, Samick. Incomplete pass. It'll bring up third and about 17 for Johnstown.
Nice pass route by Davey Samick from his left slot position. He down and out to about 7-8 yards deep, and they just off the fingertips. It was a nice throw by Rich and almost a nice pass reception by Davey Samick. Going to bring up third and long, though.
Absolutely right, Jimmy, and we're down to 8:27 left in the contest. Gloversville 39, Johnstown 6. This is Howie Dingman along with Jimmy Townsley. We got Matt DeMille and his pretty young daughter in here, along with the big O, Ronnie Alinsky. Is he still alive, Jimmy?
I think Ronnie's taking a nap. He's from Gloversville.
All right, we have trips out to the right. Willard in the shotgun, and we're going to get some type of call here, Jimmy.
Probably procedure. We'll let the officials make the call, but generally when the whistle blows like that's procedure. Yep. Traveling call in basketball, procedure in football.
They use that call.
Another 5 yards. They don't need that.
In baseball, it means roll it till the field.
Do her up.
No question about it. We're now at third and, boy, about 20, Jimmy, 21 maybe, about 21, 22. I think that was a short 5
More
yards.
than I would be comfortable with, I'll tell you that.
You're absolutely right, Jimmy. And the Sir Bills have Samick out to the left, Corbett to the right. Ruggieri from the left slot goes in motion to the right side. Willard calling signals for the Bills. Straight drop back now by Willard. Under great pressure. Willard gets the pass away. Incomplete. It'll bring up fourth and about 21 for the Bills.
Okay, trying to get a number over there. Number 12. Who is that number 12? Ronnie Allen made a fine play on that. The ball intended out there, and Ronnie Allen came up close very quickly, and the ball falls incomplete. Going to bring up fourth and about 20 from the Johnstown 40. Looks like Tucker back in punt formation.
All right, Jimmy, back deep for Johnstown is Lauren Cole and Ronnie Allen. Of course, Gloversville, Jimmy, looking for a sectional berth, hopefully, and we'll know that tomorrow. Tucker Slingerland gets the punt off, an end-over-end bouncer, and Lauren Cole picks it up. Cole makes a move to the left, now to the right. Cole's at the 40-yard line. Cole's at the 50-yard line. Cole's all the way. Lauren Cole's at the 30-yard line, 20-yard line, 10-yard line, 5. Touchdown, number 24, Lauren Cole.
75-yard touchdown return, Lauren Cole.
75-yard punt return by Lauren Cole. And that young man is a sophomore, Jimmy. He can pick him up and lay him down. 45-6, Gloversville with the lead.
Certainly is. He made a very, very fine catch on the ball. Danny Ruggieri was right there. Good punt coverage, but he missed the tackle, and Lauren Cole got up ahead of steam and had a blocker out in front. I didn't catch the name of that, but he set up the defender very well, and he coasted into the end zone. Beautiful play.
Absolutely right, Jimmy, and I don't know who the blocker was in front of him, but you're absolutely right. He certainly was zigzag left, right, and just took it back in, and touchdown, 75-yard punt return, Lauren Cole. We have Chad Vaughn going to be kicking this extra point, Jimmy, and Aaron Ligon going to hold on for him. How do you like this one? And we've got either into the neutral zone or a type of, maybe they were drawn off. I don't know, Jimmy.
I don't know. I see number 14, Kirk Dunlap, on the Gloversville side. I don't know if he's pulled off or if he charged off. He came offside. And with Vaughn kicking and Ligon holding, you might call this the dyslexic point after team, huh?
All right. What we've got going here now is Chad Vaughn going to kick the ball. It's down and up. Chad Vaughn kicks it up, and it looks good to me. It is good. And that makes it 46-6. Cheryl, take it back for a 60-second timeout.
At McDonald's today. At participating McDonald's, 99 cent Western office is looking for a limited time price.
Chad Vaughn kicks off. Cook Dunlap takes it to the 14. Dunlap is up to the 30-yard line where he's taken down by number 55 Carver and 9 Chad Vaughn. First and 10 for the Bills. 7:28 left in the contest. 46-6. Gloversville leading by 40 points, Jimmy.
Kirk Dunlap made a nice little return on the ball there. On the ball, brings it up the left sideline. And the Husky fans are howling, and I see a Husky down there on the sideline with a number 1 shirt on his back, Howie. And the Huskies are howling all over the place.
All right, and Sir Bills come charging out again. They're in the run and shoot still, and we have Rich Riller calling signals. Jerry's over the right side along with number 84. Corbett passes to Corbett. Corbett's at the 50-yard line. Corbett's driving hard. Taken out of bounds by number 12, Allen, inside Gloversville territory. It'll be first and 10 for the Bills.
Nice pass, nice catch, nice run by Timmy Corbett. Richie Woolard wings that ball out there to the right sideline. Timmy Corbett catches it, and he runs a few yards more. It's going to be first down Johnstown on their own, we'll call it 49-yard line, Howie.
All right, Jimmy, and the Sir Bills come out again. Willard has trips out to the left. Willard rolling left, under pressure. Willard's going to be taken down by number 60, Jason Baker, and that's got to be about an 8-yard loss. Second and 18 now for the Bills.
Well, I tell you, they've come together several times today, not under the best of circumstances. Jason Baker from his middle linebacker spot, just straight up the middle, bang, takes him down for a 10-yard loss. Going to be second and 20, Johnstown.
All right, Jimmy, and the Sir Bills popping out of the huddle again is co-captain Hans Litz. We have Samek out to the left. Out to the right is Corbett. In fact, we have trips out to the right. It's Kirk Dunlap, Danny Ruggieri, Timmy Corbett out to the right side. Willard rolling right, under pressure again. Number 73, Lauren Baker takes him down at about the 35-yard line. Loss of another 5, and it's going to bring up third and about 5, 10, 13, 23 yards for the Sir Bills.
It's going to be third and long. The Gloversville line and Jason Baker, the linebacker, they're having their way right at the present time. And it's going to bring up third and, as you say, close to 25 yards, Howie.
All right, Jimmy, and 5:47 left in the game, and the clock is running. Gloversville with a 46-6 lead. All right, again, we have Ruggieri from the left slot in motion to the right side. Willard still calling signals for the Bills. Willard rolls right under tremendous pressure. Screen pass to Kirk Dunlap. And I believe that's 12, Ronnie Allen, who takes him down right at the line of scrimmage. Fourth and long for the Bills.
Good idea, good execution, good defense. Results in a fourth down play with a minimal yardage. Nice screen pass to Kirk Dunlap. The Gloversville defense responded very nicely. Going to bring up fourth and long. Tucker Slingerland back in punt formation.
All right, again, Tucker Slingerland, snap is back. Tucker Slingerland, nice driving punt taken by Cole, and Cole is taken down at about the 32-yard line by number 86, little Marky Wilson.
Marky Wilson says, not this time, pal, not this time. Marky Wilson right there. Lauren Cole tried to catch the ball and set sail toward that end zone once again, but Marky Wilson was right there. Going to bring up first and 10 Gloversville, going left to right from their own 34-yard line, we'll call it.
Want to mention again, Jimmy, we got two fine trophies for the MVP for Gloversville, MVP for Johnstown in the corner from Frank DeMarco, Adirondack Trophy.
I wondered where those came from, Howie. What was that, Adirondack Trophies?
You got it, Frank DeMarco in Mayfield. Gloversville comes out in the I formation. Weber hands off to number 24, Cole. Cole is met by number 72, Mark Van Valkenburg for no gain. Second and 10 for Gloversville.
See number 71, John Heimer Jr. in there, lay a block on somebody, and it's going to bring up a second and 9. Lauren Cole, 1-yard gain. Nice block by John Heimer Jr. Okay, Gloversville breaks the huddle. Here you go, Howie.
Thanks, T. And again, we have right now coming on the I formation, and that's number 11, Weber, and he pitches to Cole going across the left side. Cole turns it up. Turns it back outside now, and he's going to be taken down at about the 35-yard line. A gain of another one. It'll bring up third and 8, and I think number 32, Fielding, was in on the tackle.
I think you're right there, Howie. A lot of cheering and shouting on a sweep left that gains a yard. Lauren Cole goes left and is taken down by a host of Johnstown Cerebral tacklers led by Timmy Corbett for one. Going to bring up 3rd and 9 yards. Gloversville breaks the huddle. Up and over the ball. Weber the quarterback. Here you go, Howie.
All right, Weber the quarterback. We're in the I formation again, and looks like the counter play coming across, and the ball is on the ground, and I don't know what he's going to call, Jimmy. 1st and 10 for the Surbills at about the 37-yard line.
There's a counter play coming from left to right, and I couldn't catch the number of the ball carrier there for Gloversville. A host of reserves in, but anyway, after about 3-4 yards on the line of scrimmage, he drops the ball, and Johnstown falls on it. Johnstown ball, 1st and 10, going right to left here on their own on the Gloversville 36-yard line. There you go, Howie.
All right, Jimmy, and right now what we've got is Johnstown coming in. It's 3 minutes left in the game, and breaking off for the Surbills, number 86, Wilson out to the left. Out to the right is Corbett, Ruggieri, and Kirk Dunlapper in the slots. And again, we have a pass over here to little Marky Wilson. Wilson's going to be taken down about the stakes by number 11, Weber.
Nice pass by Richie Willard to the left sideline here to Marky Wilson, who makes a high leaping catch, and he comes down just short of the 1st down marker. It's going to bring up 2nd and a short yard, Howie.
All right, we've got it going right here, right now, and coming out, we have Corbett going out to the right, and number 81, Samek out to the left. Ruggieri and Kirk Dunlapper in the slots. Willard rolls right. Willard rolls right. Looking out here for Corbett. Complete pass, and it should bring a 1st down up for the Surbills. Number 24, Lauren Cole, was out there. Got to be a 1st down, Jimmy, I believe, and we're down at 2:10.
He broke the 25-yard line. It's going to be a 1st down. It's going to be a 1st down, Howie. Pass from Richie Willard to Timmy Corbett, and he gets the ball down to the 25-yard line where it's a 1st and 10. They move the stakes. Surbills break the huddle. Hans Litz up and over the ball. Rich Willard comes under center, looks over the defense, takes a snap, looks to his left, under great pressure, down, number 73, Lauren Baker, takes him to the turf for a 6-7 yard loss. Here you go, Howie, you be the color man.
All right, Jimmy, I was looking in the back, and the wall looked brown to me, but I didn't see what happened, T, but I knew under 2 minutes you'd be great. Go ahead, T, I'm just going to hang out.
Go ahead.
All right, T, and we see number 73, Lauren Baker, coming out to a great round of applause, and I'll tell you what, Jimmy, he deserves it. My hat's off to Bob Gould and the Gloversville Huskies. They have had an outstanding football game. All right, we got Willard, straight drop back now. Willard going down the right side, looking for Corbett. Incomplete pass, which will bring up 3rd and long.
I see number 71, John Heimer, in there applying pressure to Rich Willard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and about 18, 19 yards, Howie. See what the Bills come up with here. Pass intended for Timmy Corbett out in the right flat. Surbills break the huddle. Hans Litz, center, senior tri-captain, comes up and over the ball. Here it is, Howie.
All right, and again, we have Wilson out to the left, out to the right, Corbett. We're at 128, 3rd and long for the Bills. Willard, straight drop back, rolling left now, plenty of time. Incomplete pass. It'll bring up 4th and long for the Surbills.
Ball intended for Marky Wilson, and the still incomplete. 1:20 left in the ball game. Gloversville leading 46-6, and it's going to be up 4th and about 18, and I'm sure the Surbills will go for it, try to get into that end zone.
Absolutely right, Jimmy, and clock is winding down. 1:20 left in the contest. Gloversville with a 46-40 lead. Samek over the left side. The right side looks like Corbett. Willard rolls right. Pass looking for Ruggieri. It's close to, no, Jimmy, it's not even close. The 25-yard line. It'll bring up 1st and 10 for Gloversville.
Pass was complete to Danny Ruggieri, but unfortunately for the Bills, it was close to the back stake of the down markers instead of the front stake. So the Bills come up about 10 yards short. It's going to be 1st and 10 Gloversville going left to right with 1 minute remaining. Score Gloversville 46, Johnstown 6.
Absolutely right, Jimmy. And again, hats off to Bob Gould and the Huskies. And you know how Barry and Beats feel. We've been there ourselves many times, and how the kids feel, and our hearts are with them.
Certainly are. The winners are always happy, and the losers are always sad. And as you mentioned, we've each been on end of both sticks. Yeah, the long end and the wrong end. You got that. There comes Lauren Cole breaking off to the right for a 5, 6, 7, 8-yard gain. Taken down by number 42 for the Bills, number 86, I see Marky Wilson. Number 85, Nikki Lyon. 42 is Johnson. He's smart. He's smart. He forgot one though.
Bob Gould emptied the Gatorade. He was not going to get wet out here. And I'll tell you what, the Gloversville Huskies, Jimmy, tomorrow will know as the game ends. Gloversville wins 46-6, and we have MVPs to announce out on the field. The Gloversville MVP for the game from WIZR and WSRD will be Ronnie Allen, and the JHS MVP will be number 12, VA Bob Abdallah. And you'd have to give Bob Abdallah all the credit in the world for going as hard as he went on his ankle today, Jimmy. I'm surprised he could play at all. The Surbills hung right in every single play of the game, Jimmy, and as I said, we've been there before. Our hearts got to go out to the Surbill kids tonight.
Well, it was both teams played very, very hard. Gloversville came up on the long end of the score, and they are to be congratulated. And the Surbills should not be totally down. They lost the game, but we loved them before the kickoff, and we love them after the kickoff. So
we certainly do, T.
Came up short, but when you give your best, well, you can't do any better.
You know, Jimmy, this is not the end of our high school football season because you and I are traveling down to. We're going to be on the air about 6 o'clock. The game time is 7:15. Trophies, WIZR, WSRD will be Ronnie Allen, and for Johnstown will be number 12, Bobby Abdallah.